Blurb. Give it a second. All right, and we are live. So, for our folks joining us now in this lovely adventure, we are down our angry monk, but we will be having, I'll be rolling for him to smack people. And kind of catching up on our last episode, the team went through the entirety of the noble William, also known as Viscount Rogerio Lavello's mansion, and just trashed it completely. Broke barrels, instruments, variety of items, did some cuts, stole some stuff. And throughout this adventure of theirs, they found a few different letters, one coming from a Baron E. Lesser, and this was sent to Viscount Lavello, who we know to be Willie. And this was congratulating him and wanting to quickly conclude the matter regarding Duke Udek, who is the sovereign of the land. As they continued to explore into this mansion, they found another letter to the Viscount, this one from a Dianora, discussing a birthday present and how he wouldn't want to be with a quote-unquote lowly merchant daughter now that he is a fancy noble. She let him know that he will regret that, and specifically saying, "May the fleas of 1,000 camels infest your pubic hair." So, in case you didn't read the notes while you were crashing, that's a powerful statement. The team also found some interesting pieces of scrap paper with some dates on it, sometimes various scribblings. They had pocketed that, and they were unsure what they would do with it, but they found about 3 different keys within the house, and they made their way into the cellar with one of those keys, wondering what they will do next. So, with that, you were all down in the cellar. You know, one of you might know what time it is, who knows. But around you, you see just hordes of keg barrels, a lot of wine racks. You kind of see through a little bit of the wine racks and see that there's more in the back there. But it seems like it's a pretty typical wine cellar, at least at first glance. With that, what do you do?
I'm just gonna ask. She wants to be sneaky before proceeding further into the creepy basement.
Of course she does. Why doesn't Endra roll for stealth?
Does that work?
You are quite stealthy. If there was anybody here, they probably wouldn't notice you.
I'm
Great.
going to try to very quietly puncture the first barrel
Okay.
to see what the contents is. Wait, let's see what I have.
Just gonna give it a nice little jab.
Yeah, do you think a battle axe would be enough to just put a little nick in it? Oh no,
Yeah,
I'm not gonna bash
sure.
it, but
However you want to open it.
okay, I kind of want to just make a tiny incision.
Okay.
Enough
for. Would you like to use
yes.
a dagger, perhaps?
I don't think I have one. Oh.
Maybe a short sword?
I have a long sword. If not, maybe Endrick would lend me one of her daggers.
Yeah, you feel free to use it. Sorry, I'm struggling to move our map around.
It's okay.
I don't have a real mouse.
Okay, I'm gonna use one of Endra's daggers to puncture.
Full strength.
Okay.
Oh my god.
All right. You puncture a hole in it, and some liquid starts coming out. It looks to be kind of brown.
Okay, I'm gonna smell it before tasting it, but I'm pretty sure it's wine.
Yeah,
or can I investigate the liquid to see if it's wine?
Do you want to taste it? Do you want to smell it? Do you want to stick your finger on it and take a taste? What do you want to do?
I want to smell it first.
Okay. Roll perception. You can tell that this is very clearly some aged bourbon.
Oh, that's why it's brown. Okay, I'm gonna kind of bend down and take a gulp of it, assuming it's a steady stream coming out.
Okay. Roll acrobatics.
Okay. To bend down?
You're a horse.
Okay.
You're able to nuzzle your face under it and take several big gulps. It tastes, has that nice charcoaly flavor, and it has a good sting to it in the sense that this is a very well-aged bourbon of sorts. And you can get some hints of a little bit of almond and some citrus flavors. It's quite tasty.
Nice. Hey guys, there's bourbon in here. If you want some, it's pretty. It's up to my standards. And I know a thing or two about bourbon.
Endra's tempted. She's a well-known alcoholic, but she's on a mission, and she wants to continue. I guess sneaking around this corner. She's very curious. Oh, I can't see the map.
You can't see the map at all?
No, I can. I'm having single monitor woes. I'm making it work. Okay.
I also
can
tried to
see
be
it.
stealthy, but it didn't really work.
Oh, this is a much bigger space than I thought that it was. Endra also, she's surprised.
Okay.
She's going to continue sneak approaching. She's going to invite new guy, Chrono. Is that his name? I don't know.
That is his name.
She's going to invite him to follow.
He,
If the skills are useful or something like this.
he decides that he will follow, and he is also going to roll for stealth. He is extraordinarily stealthy.
Right?
And Aang's
He's
just
just making me
going
very
around
uneasy.
punching barrels,
No, he's
making
not.
dents.
Is
Aang,
he
we're-
being loud? Is he messing up our operation?
Nah, he's just punching stuff. Nothing. He's not shouting obscenities as of yet, but you know, it's always a possibility with him.
Okay, well, I'm gonna tell him that, like, upstairs we were trying to make it look like a robbery, but we're not sure if there's anybody down here. I feel like we should be a little more stealth. And then once we assess that there's nobody down here, then we can start bashing things.
Yeah. He goes over to the barrel that you punctured and just starts chugging. It's almost
about
like
right.
that like Slurpee thing. He just has it open and all. So that's what he's doing in this moment.
Okay, I'm
Andra
just gonna
has
kind.
encountered. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, it's okay. I'm just kind of like lingering behind them because I rolled a 9 on stealth, so I'm slowly moving, but then trying not to disrupt their stealthiness.
All right. Andra has stealthily approached this shelf, and she wants to investigate it, see what's on it.
Okay, roll investigation.
Oh. Does that work? I rolled it twice. Sorry.
The first one does, and as you start looking through that shelf, you notice it's a lot of various knickknacks. You see a few, just maybe some empty chests, a shield here and there, some small bucklers. Nothing
What's
of
a
particular.
buckler?
It's a little tiny shield that you kind of like strap around, and it's like a
Oh.
little circle.
Okay.
Nothing particularly stands out. You see some, odd-looking stones, maybe a useless like fake gem or two, just kind of some weird knickknacks. It definitely sits out of place. You're not sure why this would be in a wine cellar, but nothing of value.
Okay. She wants to. Andra's going to invite Chrono to also poke around in case she missed anything about this suspicious knickknack shelf.
All right. So Aang's still drinking, and he's enjoying his life. What else would you all like to do?
I'll just investigate, I guess, the stuff to my right.
Okay. Roll investigation for me. All right, as you kind of look through this, you realize it's a lot of kind of sundry, some dried stuff. There's a few different types of meat, looks like some jerkies, perhaps a few different types of steaks that are being salt dried type of thing, aged and all that. A lot of flour, some cornmeal. It just looks like maybe this is the storage area in terms of what the kitchen may utilize. You could steal the jerky if you really wanted.
Yeah, I'll do it just to spite William.
Okay. So you obtain just 10 pieces of nice beef jerky.
Oh yeah.
All right. Endra, I see you're poking around in some other areas. You investigating some stuff.
No, I'm still focused on the knickknack shelf. Andrew wants to try to move the knickknack shelf. How heavy is it? Can we take the knickknacks off?
It looks like it's a pretty heavy shelf. There's some metal backings and stabilizers, so it would be pretty hard to tip it over, and equally as hard likely to destroy it. It looks like some
I
very
just want
solid.
to shimmy it.
Oh, you want to like kind of try and move it from its place?
I want to move it out of the way.
Okay.
I'm suspicious of it, and I want it out of the way.
Roll strength.
Also, I'm going to ask everyone else to help me because Andrew is not very physically strong.
Okay.
Oh, my Beyond's not.
Would you like to help her, Aurora?
Yep.
Okay, and
Heading over there.
Chrono will also help.
Oh, strength.
Damn it, Aurora.
Oh.
All right,
Not much
so
help.
Aurora kind of just like leans up against it. Evidently, the bourbon was a bit stronger than she had anticipated.
Yeah.
But remembering that she is a centaur and has quite a bit of weight to push around, as you and Chrono attempt to kind of shimmy it, it sort of just slides across, and you just notice it's very dusty underneath. There's nothing in particular there. You've kind of obstructed the path a little bit, but other than that, nothing of significance happened here. You just moved it. Good job.
Great.
Huh.
Okay. Andrew wants to inspect these crates behind her, see what's up with them.
You notice with your very good eyes that they are quite clearly just some general pallets that have likely been utilized to move in some things. It'd be some good wood. You could do some DIY stuff if you wanted to in your own home, but nothing of significance there. It's just some good old oak and pine.
Aurora isn't convinced that there's nothing down here. Because he locked it up, and I don't think he would lock it up just for that delicious bourbon.
He like hella locked it up. Andrew's
Yeah.
something shady's going on. Something shady's always going on with William.
You're telling me.
You hear a loud bang as Aang's
Oh.
fist collides with another barrel, and from that you hear a nice. You can hear very clearly some bourbon drop into the ground, and then suddenly all you hear is Aang is continuing to drink.
Okay. Well, I don't think there's anybody down here, so I guess that doesn't really hurt. So we've investigated pretty much everything, I think. Andra, you investigated the wood platforms and then
Yeah.
all of the stuff
Yeah.
along this wall.
Okay. Andrew wants to check out this wall that is seemingly has nothing along it.
Okay, roll investigation. As you kind of look at the wall, you notice nothing in particular. It looks like it's very nice, very refined, some good stone, and it looks like it's been mortared very precisely. Not a single crack is within the layering there. Very seamless craftsmanship. This was built by some of the best of the crafting guild.
Too seamless. Andrew remarks.
Chrono nods his head at you, kind of sticking his rapier into random bags of flour and kind of just puncturing it. He's still in the groove of he thinks we're ransacking.
While we're down here, Andrew's gonna break as gently as possibly to Aurora the breakup letter that she discovered upstairs.
Did you say breakup letter?
I said breakup letter. Yeah. As if William weren't scummy enough, he had a fiance and dumped her on her own birthday.
A fiance?
A fiance.
So you should
you've
have
heard
the
it here
letter.
first.
Bastard. I
Dianora.
do see the letter.
Okay.
And apparently he's also going by Rugario.
Yeah, Rugario Labella.
That's the ugliest name I've heard.
For real. And Andra is also going to
Bastard.
remark that she's relieved that it seems obvious at this point that his real name isn't William. She can go back to exclusively associating the name William with her own William, who is scummy and shady, but not as much as this one.
Indeed.
No, we need to find his fiance so we can do a revenge pact like that one movie.
Oh my
I never
god,
saw.
yeah.
Christ. All right. So Aang's still
Wait.
drinking.
I'm gonna cast Detect Magic. It's
Okay.
a 30-foot radius, so it should be able to encompass this whole like square of a room. Or like the square portion of this room that we're in right now.
Okay. And can you put the little text? There you go. So, for those that don't know, for the duration of Detect Magic, Aurora can sense the presence of magic within 30 feet of her. If she does sense magic in this way, she can use her action to see a faint aura around any visible creature or object in that area that bears the magic. And you can kind of figure out what kind of magic it comes from. So this can penetrate most barriers, but is blocked by 1 foot of stone, 1 inch of common metal, and a thin sheet of lead over 3 feet of wood or dirt. So, as you cast Detect Magic, you detect nothing.
Really?
All right. Endra's gonna go back to the entrance of this room because she's realizing that we don't really have any idea what time it is anymore, and she doesn't want anyone to follow them down.
Chrono announces,
Uh,
it's 12 bells.
Damn,
How
what time
long
do
is
we
she
need
supposed
to
to be
leave?
gone for?
Approximately another 2 hours, or 2 bells.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay. Did we find anything else? I mean, we only used 1 key, so we still have another key,
You have 2 keys.
Yeah.
right? We have 2 keys that we haven't used?
Mhm.
Yeah. And well, the one key, the key that you guys found, is what got us down here.
Mm-hmm.
Andrew wants to look more closely at the knickknacks and see if there's anything that her key can open.
Sure. So as you look in there, you notice that there are a few chests that have some lock patterns on them. As you try to jimmy your key into them, you notice that most of these locks are broken. It doesn't particularly stop you from opening these devices as the bolts are still open and available. So the key doesn't seem to fit in there. But the knickknacks, again, they just seem like someone put them here. Maybe they're from a past life or just some memorabilia, but they're very intentionally stored away from open eyes.
May I look at the knickknacks and do like an Arcana check? See if I'd recognize them?
You detect no magic in this room.
Oh, Arcana's strictly magical items?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I am going to go back to this wall.
Okay.
And maybe investigate if I feel any like wind or gusts of air that might be coming up from the floor.
All right, Andrew wants to start crawling along the floor while that's happening. Sorry.
Okay.
Oh no, it's okay. I just did not roll well.
Oh god.
Aurora, you notice there's stone in front of you.
Okay. Sounds about right.
Endra, roll. Are you looking for something while you're doing your low crawl?
I am crawling along the floor, yellow wallpaper style. I think I've referenced it before. Really good short story.
Okay.
Anyway, and I'm like shuffling my hands along the ground. We're looking for any weird stones, traps, buttons, levers.
Okay. Show me the pathway that you're gonna go.
Okay. I'm starting here. Andrew she's gonna go this way, and then like make a little lap, and yeah.
So are you checking the entirety of the perimeter essentially?
Just the area, just this little square that we're in, like not going past that point.
Okay, so just to make sure that I can understand that part, where did my measurement thing go? So you're gonna go here. Oh god, why is it not doing it? Here. And like up to there, kind of? Can you see the arrow that I'm doing?
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Roll investigation with advantage. Okay. So as you crawl amongst the wall, kind of on the ground, checking for booby traps, buttons, false switches, all kinds of things. You continue down the pathway, going down, and then eventually, as you get over to this area, you notice a hole in the wall, very small.
Hole in the wall. Okay.
It's a good game show.
I'm just gonna point out the hole in the wall. At what height is it? Like eye level as I'm crawling?
You just notice it through the kind of glint of your eye. You don't see a whole lot of light coming from there, but there's just enough of a difference with your acute perception that you see something. You see some like dust kind of flowing through where seemingly there would not be anything else because of the fine craftsmanship of this house.
Okay. Andrew's gonna point it out to the others, and then she's gonna get out her rapier and jab the hole with her rapier.
You jab the hole, and you notice that it only goes in about 2.5 inches or so before you can feel it bolt at the base of the lock mechanism.
Okay.
Wait, sorry. Can you repeat that? I was writing down the title episode.
Found a keyhole.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there's a little keyhole. Okay, so Endra is going to announce to the others that she found a lock in the stone wall, and suggest that maybe the key that she and Krona found upstairs will fit in here. She's a little bit. How big is the key? Is it fragile?
No, it's not. It's like a solid brass key that has some runic patterns on it. It seems to be very well made, and you could probably try and snap it over your knee, and it would, nothing significant would happen.
Okay, because if it was fragile, she was going to try to maybe like poke around in there with her thieves' tools first. But if it's a sturdy key, she's going to go ahead and attempt to open this lock with her key.
Okay. You put it in there, and you hear an audible click, but nothing else happens.
I turn it. I turn the key.
Yeah, you hear an audible click. Nothing else happens.
That's all. Endra is furious. She's really frustrated. She's going to slam both her fists against the stone wall before her.
Did the click come from where the key was, or did it come from somewhere else in the room?
You heard the initial click come from where the key is, and then something kind of dinged here.
Oh. I'm going to run over there and investigate.
You notice
Okay, so,
nothing that you can see different.
Just to be clear, I'm like right here-ish, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay, Endra's going to withdraw the key.
You hear another click, sounding like a locking mechanism. Locking.
Oh. Put the key back in.
Reinserts the key.
You again hear a locking mechanism with an audible click.
I'm gonna
remind you that you both have another key, so there might be something else maybe to look for.
Oh.
Maybe with not a 2 in your investigation.
Yeah,
am I good to her crawling?
Yeah, I'm gonna. While Endra's crawling on the floor, I'm also gonna go back and reinvestigate that line of the wall I tried to investigate but rolled a 2 on.
All right, and Chrono will go along and help you.
Okay, thank you.
Rolling a 14 for his investigation, and he definitely assists you in what seemingly is a difficult task for a centaur. And he points out a similar hole directly in front of him.
Oh. Who has the key?
You do.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna insert the key.
Okay.
Into the hole.
Okay. Are you gonna turn it? Are you gonna unlock it?
Oh, yes. I'm gonna turn it.
All right. As that key turns, you hear an extraordinarily loud click, and next to Endra, one of the stones starts kind of pulling in from where it was, and then just kind of slides back into where that key mechanism was, and a pathway opens.
Yes. Okay. I'm just gonna point out we should probably go get Aang.
Aang is stumbling. He's there though.
Oh, Aang, we found a
Is he,
pathway.
is he like seriously shit-faced at this point?
He's had about 2 barrels, so he's feeling pretty toasty.
Oh god. Okay,
Wow.
that tracks.
Aang,
Okay.
we're still being stealthy. Just, keep doing you, I guess.
So
Oh, I'm not gonna go
Aang will
head
try
first.
and roll stealth here. Let's see.
I'll take up the rear since I'm probably the least stealthy.
Surprisingly, Aang is somewhat stealthy here, as is Aurora. So everyone is stealthy enough.
Yay!
Okay.
Okay.
Andrew's going to suggest that Chrono go ahead first since he is marginally stealthier than her at this time.
Okay. So Chrono will enter into this area, kind of take a peek around, and
She's just going to follow closely.
okay.
Looking for-
He was just gonna come out and tell you what he saw.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, that works too, I guess.
Well, that's fine, I guess.
We're all being nosy.
So Chrono almost runs into Endra as he comes back out, and he indicates that within there were some what looked to be like maybe another door. It looked significantly reinforced, but also within the door there were some runic patterns, and it looked like this.
Oh, no. Puzzle.
Oh, God. Okay.
And Arcana would not help with this?
No.
Or is this something we could... Okay.
Are we going to have to manually follow a puzzle? I can't, like, oh my God. Andrew's, like, dumb as rocks. You know, people who are like, I'm not book smart, I'm street smart. I normally, like, really resent people like that, but that's Andrew's identity.
Fully. Okay, is there anything like these square things sticking out? Can we touch them? Press them in?
Nothing happens
At
when
all?
you do so.
Oh, okay.
Well, why doesn't everybody give me a good old history check real quick?
Oh, yeah, history makes sense too. Ooh.
Oh, God.
Can Aang roll too?
Aang sure can, because
Okay.
Lord, do you all need it. So Chrono will do his first. His will be with disadvantage.
No. None of us are smart.
Wow, look at that. Double. And then Aang will also do his naturally with a -1. But by golly, he kind of remembers something. Evidently, in his drunken state, he's able to kind of reconnect with some of that amnesic thought that he's had. And he pulls out the scrap paper that you had gathered and says, those look kind of like these. And as he kind of waves around the paper, you notice some familiarity between kind of the part that's ripped off there for that back scrap, and similarly you notice another thing for what is there on the front scrap.
I need to be able to see all of these at once.
I might push you through on this one, guys, just cause.
Really?
What?
Okay.
Give it
Well,
your best.
You could just give us a hint.
I did.
I'm working on pulling up all of them so I
Wait, you
can
can-
look at all 3 of these images at once. Okay.
Oh, wait, how do you do that?
There's like a little thing in the upper left-hand corner.
Oh.
Okay. I need my own scrap paper.
I felt that
Wait.
exact same pain.
We're using the scrap back, scrap front, and
Mysterious door.
yeah, that makes sense.
Okay. Oh, I exited out my planner. Damn. I'm using iPad scratch paper.
So you all go furiously working into trying to figure out what may be kind of within these glyphs. And this is a sturdy stone door. It seems extraordinarily heavy. There's no hinges, there's no handles, there's no lever or doorknob. It is just a fat, big old thing of stone with these glyphs. And the door has... These glyphs are very precise and they have a faint glow to them. It almost seems to radiate with energy.
Why does one have to be turned?
That's God. That's why. Believe in yourself. You can do it.
Look at these lines. They're like not. They like. They're not parallel. It's real. I can't tell if they're meant to be parallel. I think Andrew thinks they're meant to be parallel, and that whoever wrote this is just being sloppy.
Who knows?
Okay.
Aurora's
This
gonna
is
ask
very
Endra
tedious.
how she's going about this.
Endra will. Oh my god.
Using the 3.
Endra will demonstrate. I'm copying them down, and then I'm gonna try to. I'm copying them down first so that they can be organized in my brain, because I can't keep doing this situation.
Oh yes.
Chrono and Aang are just scratching their heads, trying to remember something, but unfortunately,
But the ones aren't the ones on the half page, the page torn off. The one that you have to do that. They're the same as the
yeah, they
3.
look exactly the same.
Yeah. Okay. And then the calendar has numbers, but there's 13 numbers, and well, there's no symbol that correlates with these numbers. And then I assume each of the little triangle things are words, but I don't know what they correspond to.
Okay. That's 6, 12, 18. Okay, if we have 18 different symbols.
Oh.
Oh, and these letters, it only goes up to. We only have 9 letters.
Yes, and we have 9 words on this platform thing. That's the only correlation I see.
Okay.
So,
Every minute, Aang and Chrono will be doing a history check. Chrono's with disadvantage.
Okay.
Okay. We only have, so there's only 9 letters, but we have 18 possible spaces to correlate with each letter.
Aang yells, "Master!" And the door swings open.
Great.
What? Cool.
For reference, it says...
yeah, I don't know how this works.
So the door, each of the glyphs is part of that cipher on the front, and you would just use A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, O, Q. And you'd go through and you'd match up each little section. But what it says once you've done all that is, all who would enter must call her by name.
Okay, and I have so you were just going to go laterally, line by line, and then move to the next set of lines, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So
Great.
if you look at the first letter, it's just like that little L. That's
yeah.
what it looks like. And if you look at the scrap front, you'll notice that's also the first letter that you can technically fit in there as an A. So,
when I saw this, I was like, I'm pretty sure I know exactly how to solve this, but it's going to be extremely tedious.
Yes. It took a solid minute. Brandon had a lot of enjoyment on watching us struggle. But as that door swings open, everybody roll perception.
Oh, I think I'm still confused. Okay.
The door's open. That's really what it boils down to.
All right.
So Aang rolled a 19, and Chrono rolled a 16. Aurora, I need you to roll perception.
Did mine not roll? Oh. Well, mine definitely did not roll.
You get a little
Not a
bout
good
of
day.
tinnitus going, and you're like,
Okay.
mop. But Aang, in his drunken stupor, kind of just moves over and he's like, "Do you hear that?" And starts walking forward, just shoving past Krona.
Okay. Ender's gonna follow sneakily.
Okay.
The door swung open, right?
Sure did.
It was pretty
it's
loud.
at the end of the hall here.
Yep.
Oh my god.
Oh my
Ender's
god.
nervous. She sees
Someone.
upsetting symbol and individual. Oh my god.
As Endra
She's so
enters,
hideous.
she sees this individual.
Oh.
Who looks somewhat like William, but slightly different.
Slightly different.
Just slightly. William didn't have
Damn.
Bardic gear and all these things.
Okay, he has a fire fit. Andrew admits privately to herself.
Maybe that's the Rugario. Aurora holds on hope that maybe we thought it was William, but this new character is Rugario.
Andrew's having clearly encountered another individual. She's just gonna yell for the others, like, "Get your asses
You're
in here!"
stealthed, so
Oh, he hasn't seen me yet.
no, he's facing.
Yes!
He's just
Okay.
he's
He's
sitting
facing
there.
the wall.
He's sitting on the pedestal near to that right, and he's kind of just strumming on whatever this is. It sounds pleasant, but he doesn't notice
Okay.
you. Seemingly, he's kind of entranced with whatever he's doing.
Okay. Endra is gonna stealthily approach Chrono and Aurora, and Endra feels like the only person she can interact with and still remain stealth is probably Chrono.
Go for it.
So she's gonna try to formulate a plan to capture this person. He's a pretty obviously, like, I mean, we're all trapped in this one little room, but
Let's stab.
she wants him bound and at their will.
Oh,
Episode title.
Oh, a dungeon.
wants him bound and at her will.
Yeah. Okay.
Chrono makes the suggestion of stabbing him in the back and disabling him.
What?
Okay. Endra thinks that is a really good idea. She also has Endra has manacles and rope. So once he's subdued, we should be able to restrain him pretty easily. Okay. Endra knows the stakes are high. She's gonna, like, give a hand signal to the others, like, to stay back and, like, don't come in this room yet. And she's gonna start sneakity approaching, avoiding whatever the hell this thing in the center is that makes her nervous.
Chrono will set up here and summon 2 of his blades.
Okay. Now, okay, how do I want to do this? Okay. Andrew's gonna have her manacles at the ready in one, in one hand, and then one of her daggers in her right hand, and she's gonna approach this person, and I don't know where you would want to stab someone in the back to subdue them, but I feel like being stabbed in the back is going to probably infuriate the stabby.
Well, you can try and roll a sleight of hand to make this as seamless as possible.
Yeah, that's what Endra wants to do. Endra's goal is to injure him so that he would have a difficult time fighting back, and then manacle him as quickly as possible. That's what she wants to accomplish.
Okay. Chrono very intentionally prepares to throw his blades as soon as you leap. Okay. As you go to kind of lay your blade into his back with your manacles in the other hand, he quickly and swiftly turns, smacking you in the head with his instrument, not causing any damage, but having it break completely. And as that happens, Chrono throws his 2 blades immediately upon seeing that happen, and that's gonna be. Well, I'm not gonna type that out for throw-in. So Jesus Christ, that's not what that was supposed to be. So he'll throw his first one, which misses, and he throws his second one, which does hit, causing 24 damage to the individual. He looks flustered, but he kind of stands up taller, and again, begins looking a lot more like William, almost like his visage is changing slightly. Everyone, roll initiative.
Okay. And I assume like I witnessed this, or am I just like I have no idea what's going on?
You definitely saw it.
Okay.
So Endra rolled a 13.
Oh, hold on.
Chrono rolls a 17, and Hank will roll a. Not well.
I rolled a 5. I just
Ooh.
rolled twice for some reason.
That is unfortunate. Okay.
It's not going well.
So let me just write these down real quick. 17 is no. There we go. Endra's a 13. Aang is a 6. Aurora is an 11. All right, everyone, also give me a perception roll.
I don't know how I have a higher perception than Endra. I have like a plus
I
7.
have 0 attitude. Like, it's really, really stupid of me not to put anything towards perception or investigation.
Okay.
My
It's okay.
bad.
I mean, you're
my lesson.
So,
dexterity is probably really.
after
Oh,
he's
sorry.
been stabbed, he again turns around, and as he does so, he mutters under his breath, and from there, he casts a spell, which, Aurora, you would know it to be perhaps Thunderwave. And it encompasses all 4 of you, so
Oof.
roll a con save for me, everybody. So 15 for Indra. Chrono is good
Oh.
to go. Sharky 20 plus 5. And Aang has a 12. Okay, so with that, the saving grace for that is what? 15. Okay. So everyone will take damage except for, well, full damage except for Chrono. So that's going to be, I'll just roll it this way. That's easier for me. All right, everybody takes 9 damage as thunder just kind of comes out, and Endra, you're pushed back 10 feet to the south, and Chrono's pushed this way. Everyone else is already in very small quarters. The wave just pulsating out and shocking all of you, and essentially sending you jolting into the corners of the areas. Chrono takes a little bit of less damage and is only shoved a partial amount of that space. The bard looks very menacing. Chrono's turn. So, let's see. He is going to, again, just pull his blades up, and he's going to attempt to just throw him right at this guy. He doesn't know who he is, but he doesn't like him. His first blade, unfortunately, misses again. And as he throws his second one, it lands true just in the nick of time, dealing 6 damage to the bard. He winces a little bit. The blade, as it enters, it kind of just vanishes, sort of an ethereal purple energy. Endra, you're up.
Okay. Endra is going to Endra's gonna use her bonus action for 2-weapon fighting and fling 2 daggers sequentially at the bard who looks like William.
Okay.
She's aiming for his shoulders.
All right.
That really matters. Oh, I accidentally hit rapier. My bad.
Well, unfortunately, your first dagger missed. Your second one hits true. Roll for damage.
I forgot I only have 1 dagger, and now they're infinite daggers.
Well, you can essentially keep pulling them out. You just don't need to go pick them up anymore. You land 8 damage on him, and it sticks right into his left shoulder, and he gives a noticeable wince. He looks quite angry.
Okay, great. Endra is damn, that was my bonus action. I guess it doesn't matter. I'm wearing my fancy cloak still. She's going to use her movement to move right up next to him.
Okay.
Wait, no, not quite right up next to him. Wait, yes, right up next to him.
Okay. Aurora, what would you like to do?
First I'm gonna yell, "Who are you?" Because you look like William, but not.
Seemingly, he doesn't hear you, nor does he respond.
He doesn't hear me, or he chooses just not to respond?
There was 0 reaction as you spoke.
I'm gonna say a little louder, with more passion in my voice.
Nothing.
Okay. Well, I am going to,
My heart.
I know. Very insulted. Sorry, I'm gonna cast a Guiding Bolt, level 3. Coming in with a bang, except that didn't work out last time. So this time, I have the Lucky Feat, which allows me to pretty much I roll another d20 and then I just take so it's like an advantage, I guess. I only get 3 of those.
Okay.
So
Sure,
okay.
you want to blow that right here, first one?
I mean,
I mean, you do you. I'm just saying, like.
I was thinking this is like a boss fight. Maybe it's not.
Could be, but I don't know if it's worth eating out that top tier stuff right off the bat. That didn't work out so well for you when there were spiders.
No. I know, I wasted like 2 level 3s on a spider. Okay. I'll change my mind. Okay, I'll just do a level 2 guiding bolt at him.
Okay, roll to hit.
Oh. That's gonna be a negative.
Yeah, unfortunately that one doesn't hit. If you want, you can use one of those luckies if you'd like. Up to you.
Yeah, I'll use it.
Alright, roll to hit again.
Because I want to. Okay.
It hits, and he bursts into flames and essentially
What?
just vanishes.
Oh, no.
This is a big problem.
And
I'm just gonna
And
yell,
it's really
"Don't you come back!"
upset.
well, as that happens, you all are sucked into the room.
What? Oh no.
Sucked in.
Well, you're the only one that was fully in the room, Indra.
Oh,
And while you feel...
there's Madge. Sorry.
What? Something about a badge?
Never mind. No, she's mad. She's mad.
Oh, okay. Well, the
Andrew
door
doesn't
also
respect any
closed.
badge. The
And
door
as it closes, an oppressive weight just kind of comes down onto all of you. You can feel there's something in the room. You can't see it, but you can feel this presence, just the sheer power of it driving you down. seemingly coming from the center, where that orb seems to be in between all these stars. And as that's there, you suddenly begin hearing a very faint voice in the distance. It seems like it's very far off, almost like it's in your head, but not quite. And as you begin hearing it, eventually you can make out some of the words. There's a lot of mentioning of the master and plans and these adventurers who are going to ruin everything. As that happens, a large bolt seemingly comes right out of the ceiling, and from it emerges William.
What?
Looks a little different.
He does look a little different, but what you notice is that his skin, his eyes, they all look quite similar. Same height, same build, but there's something malevolent about him. And
Okay, well, what else is new?
Well, before he didn't seem malevolent. Now he very.
To Ender, he did.
And
I'm gonna yell out. Oh,
go ahead.
when he appears, I'm gonna yell out Regario to see if he acknowledges it.
He doesn't.
I'm still trying to
particularly
investigate.
react.
Okay, Aurora's pleased that he doesn't react to Regario.
And as that comes into the matter, oh god, why did that stop working?
Ender's gonna spit at him.
Little goat
Go
spit.
for it.
She does it. She spits at him.
Okay.
She doesn't care if it lands or anything. It's just like in his general direction.
As
I
that
think at this
happens-
point it's clear to William that she has no respect for him.
As that spit comes up, he raises his hand, and from it, a firebolt launches directly at you.
Ender has uncanny dodge.
That's nice.
And also a fancy cloak that makes it hard to hit me.
So you can half the damage, and it'll be a double roll in terms of getting that to hit you. So let's see.
Sirenscape is like, it's just tinnitus noises.
What?
I totally forgot about Sirenscape.
So
Am I
roll,
Sirenscape is just making tinnitus noises.
probably roll
Anyway.
an intelligence save for me, Endra. Unfortunately, that does not go, but you get a roll again since we have it disadvantaged with your lovely little cloak thing. Unfortunately, no better. And the bolt comes flying out at you, and it does a total of, where the hell are my different dice? This one? There we go. Does a total of 9 damage.
Oh, what the fuck?
Just ignites
Ender's
into
mad.
you. And William says, after he's launched that bolt, "How did you find this place?" Looking at all of you, not anyone in particular. His voice booming, and again, that oppressive energy just scaling, making you feel heavier. Definitely making you unsure of what's about to happen.
It was actually extremely easy. We found all your keys, found the little locks. Drank
It's like
your
almost like you
bourbon.
wanted us to find it. It was like not challenging at all.
Yeah,
This
you're gonna have
is
to do better
not
next
a
time.
place for mortals.
Who says we're mortals?
Okay, why'd you make it so damn easy to get here then?
He turns towards Chrono and Aang, and he says, "Neither of you should be here." And he points his fingers, and you notice them vanish.
No! The homies. Ender
Homies.
exclaims.
The gang is broken up.
So it leaves you two here. And William, again, that imposing power almost seems to become even stronger on you, just weighing you down. It almost feels like you're being crushed under whatever this is.
Aurora has to note that she was a little pleased that like the other two left, but she was chosen to stay in the room. Although she's also concerned.
Ender is mad and scared, but because she's mad and scared, she's also like a little bit excited.
Jesus
Just trying to keep that on the DL though.
Both Aurora and Endra are excited about the situation.
God damn it.
Wonder if I should attack or not. Probably not. Is there any way we can like fight back against the? I assume it's magic happening.
You can try.
May I like investigate the orb in the middle? Like, does it look pretty
In the middle
durable?
Of this all? Go for it. Roll investigation.
Oh, that makes me so nervous.
Well, like, okay, from a safe distance, I would like to perceive.
Kind of like lean over it.
It looks orb. Just like an orb. It's not glowing or anything. It's just, it's there. It's on the pedestal. It seems to be latched in there. Kind of has some little clampets on it, but it doesn't seem to be active if it is something that would activate.
Okay. Does it look like pretty easy to break?
It looks like an orb. It might be solid. It might not be.
Okay.
William is then going to turn to Endra, and he flicks his finger, and Endra, you go scattering across the floor, landing next to Aurora. And he moves.
Okay, again, Endra, scared and mad, but excited.
Jesus Christ. As he puts you both into that area, he snaps his fingers and a large wall of fire comes up and emanates right in front of you. And just, it's there. It covers the entirety of the edge to edge, separating you from the rest of the room. And
getting kind of hot and heavy now.
Like, that's a cool magic trick.
It does feel very hot, and you do feel very heavy.
And heavy.
As you can see, the wall is, it encompasses side to side, stone to wood. It doesn't seem to burn either of those, but you can feel the intensity of the heat coming from it. And it goes all the way up to the top of this cellar ceiling. And you can still see William slightly through it, but he's much more distorted. You can hear him clearly, though, almost again as if he is talking directly into your mind. And he says, "Why are you here?"
I'm gonna say that's a cool magic trick. Your little firewall. Weren't you supposed to be meeting with E right now?
How do you know of him?
She's mad. She's like, she's gonna announce like you literally leave your papers everywhere. You're leaving a very obvious trail. Anyone with a couple brain cells to rub together could figure out that you're up to something suspicious.
You hear another snap of his fingers, and from it, again, this bardic individual appears next to you, this time looking peculiarly similar to the William that you had met, the one that had been at the tavern. And you hear again in your head, "Is this who you saw? Who you think you know?"
Is this okay? Is this Big Willie's secret little puppet?
Maybe.
Big Willie's secret little puppet. I'm gonna whip out the picture that the dude drew.
Okay.
Wait, I need to write that down.
Even though William can't seem, you can't see him, he seems to be able to sense whatever it is that you're showing. And again, you hear another loud, it's almost like a firecracker, just a snap, and this person puffs in a mote of light, just vanishing. It seems that my creatures have not been doing my bidding. The plan may be accelerated. You will need to be disposed of.
Let's, before we get disposed of, let's keep talking.
Dispose is a harsh word.
You dispose of trash. I'm not trash. Wait, so does he look like William? So now like both the guys look like William?
This one looks like a evil, like, version that looks like he does some hoodoo, crazy ass magic. The other one, it looked like the person that you saw.
So we might have like never met this guy before.
You most certainly have not met this one. but you sense a familiarity of the magic. Something about it
Okay.
has that similarity, but again, the
I see.
oppressiveness of this power far outscales anything that you have witnessed or experienced as of yet.
Okay, Endra's starting to like now. She just feels scared. She's
I'm gonna kind of look at
starting to shake a
Endra.
little.
I'm kind of look at Endra and then like whisper like, "Are we fight? Are we fight? Like, do you want to? Should we fight right now? I don't think he's gonna listen to us."
Endra's she's shaking enough that her hooves are making like a little clattering noise. Stone floor. And she's gonna lean over and whisper like, maybe, but I don't know how we're gonna get through this wall of fire.
Well, I can control
I don't think
water.
there's any negotiating.
May I like perceive the room and see if I see any liquid?
You don't see any liquid, but with the presence of mind, you feel that there may be some type of moisture in the door that Endra is standing in front of.
I'm standing in front of a door.
You are
What?
standing in front of a door.
Oh,
Okay.
Just a small door, nothing of significance, but you can detect that there's moisture maybe in the soil or whatever is there. Nothing like a river or a creek or even a pond, but there is water.
Okay. Now that Endra knows she's standing in front of the door, she's gonna start kind of surreptitiously reaching behind her and trying to find a way to open said door. In retrospect, there's not really any reason to be surreptitious when this person can clearly tell what we're doing and probably stop us if he wants to. She's gonna try anyway, it's in her nature.
You fiddle with the door handle, but unfortunately the clinking of your hooves is distracting you and not enabling you to successfully complete the task.
Okay.
So, are you gonna try and do a water thing? Is that what's happening?
Well, if there's just water in the soil, I'm not sure if it'll be enough to be able to pull, and I guess I could try. I have another option, but that probably is not gonna work. Or it would work, but it just would not be great. I'm gonna put in control water up here. So, oh, okay. So it says freestanding water. Could that be like water in the soil?
Mm-hmm.
I guess it doesn't hurt to try.
Sure.
Yeah.
You pull some Qatar level shit and you notice
Okay.
a good amount of water, maybe about 2 barrels full, kind of seep into the area, kind of coating yours and Endra's feet as it comes out through the door. It rises up about a foot, being controlled right before it reaches that fire barrier by your magic.
Could I have done the bourbon too? Is like bourbon like technically kind of water?
Unfortunately, stone is not the most conducive of things when it comes to magic.
Okay. Cool. So I have water now. So can I just like, yeah, I'm gonna push it out the fire and then try to extinguish it.
Roll intelligence. Let's see how powerful your magic is.
I didn't know intelligence makes it powerful. Oh no, it's a -1. Okay.
You notice the fire flicker as the water goes up against it, but this seems to be of some type of significant magic, far stronger than anything that you have ever encountered, and the water evaporates, just steaming the room. You feel uncomfortably sweaty.
Endra's gonna just holler at Big Willie and announce, or just she's gonna say like, it's like really hot in here, like really hot. Can you maybe take it down a notch? She's gonna ask politely, doubling back on the spitting approach secretly.
I'm just gonna spit after the sentence.
Jesus. This type of okay. The fire comes down, but as that happens, you see 2 large, almost lightning-looking hands just come out, and they pin both of your necks against the wall, coming directly from William. Don't do that.
Endra is thrilled about this, and she's not trying to hide it.
And
Oh my god.
if you would, please roll dex saves.
Both of us, do we have to? I'm kidding.
Okay, Endra, you take. Where'd that dice go? You take 4 damage, and Aurora, you take 4 damage as well. The lightning kind of sears through a little bit, leaving a burn mark onto your necks, but you can tell that it has pinned you into the wall. You're not able to escape it. It almost acts as collars of sorts and just pushes against you, almost embedding itself into the cement. Anytime you press against it, you risk kind of having some more cauterization going on of your neck and damaging yourselves. William again asks, "Why are you here? How do you know of this place?"
Okay,
He doesn't
like
sound
Andrew
malevolent in his words, by the way. He's calm.
he's pretty chill. Andrew appreciates that he accommodated her request to take the fire down. She's gonna be equally chill and just explain what Andrew feels like he should already know this. He seems like powerful and knowledgeable enough to get it, but whatever. Anyway,
He's like in our minds too, I think, right now.
Yeah, Andrew's just gonna tell him the truth, which is that your flesh puppet sent us on a whack-ass errand that almost got us killed by a giant mouse. And when we went looking for him to ask what the hell his problem was, we got sent on a wild goose chase, and there are authorities in this city who are already highly suspicious of him, and by extension of you and your house, I guess. And that's why we're here.
Do I still have Mickey's head in my
You do.
satchel? Okay, I want to whip it out while she's explaining and then just kind of chuck it at him.
Okay. As you chuck the head out,
yeah.
you notice William is this is the first time you've seen something other than just plain calmness. Confusion strikes his face. He recognizes the creature, you can tell. And from it, he says, "One of mine sent you to get that," pointing at the head of Mickey on the floor.
That's what I said, isn't
We
it?
thought you sent us, but yeah, apparently one of your puppets.
Okay. Roll perception, both of you. Andre, you notice that you kind of, again, as you hear the noises, you also hear this ringing in the background.
Yeah, I have been hearing that ringing in the background.
As that happens, you see William almost look a little bit to the side, almost if he was listening to something. You just notice that after he sees the head of Mickey.
Okay.
Just details for you.
Is it clear to me that Aurora didn't notice that?
No, you have no idea.
Okay, Aurora... then I'm still going to turn to Aurora and say, "Did you see that?"
Say, see what?
I'm going to tell her what I saw.
You two need to be gone. He clicks his fingers again, and a portal similar to what you saw Horchata be sucked into appears over here in this corner.
Andrew's taking her little goat feet. She doesn't want to be gone.
Yeah, I'm going to whip out a rope when that appears and try to tie it to something. I see.
You're unfortunately stuck, and there's nothing in range for you to get.
Really? Damn it.
How exactly is Aurora pinned by her neck? Isn't her horse butt in the way?
It's like pinned to the side.
So I'm like contorted.
Okay.
Yeah, not in a happy position. So he moves his finger, and again, it's almost like a collar. The electricity just is there, and it singes you as he moves you to the other side of the wall, and you begin feeling a pull into this portal. But
wait, okay.
Go ahead. You go first.
Now that I'm on the other side of the wall, can I attach a rope to like the desk or something?
Go for it.
Okay.
She wants to try to withdraw her removal rod at this time.
I have a 50-foot silk rope, so my plan is to sailor knot it, a very sturdy knot. Okay.
What do you acrobatics check for me, and Indra, same thing.
Okay.
Okay, Endra also wants to try to manacle herself to the immovable rod.
Wait, okay, I'm gonna use my inspiration. Ah! And try it again.
So is Endra.
No!
So,
Okay.
Endra, as she uses her immovable rod,
Ooh.
it spaces itself into this kind of corner between what is that, like, kind of white chalice area on the side and where she's standing, and you're not able to move past it. You can feel the force being pulled towards you in sense of it's trying to bring you into that portal. William, looking
I'm manacled
perturbed.
to my rod.
Yeah, you're manacled.
Got me.
Aurora, you're able to land your rope during this
Really?
as
Okay.
William becomes perturbed, you notice a little bit of the weight of the room leave. Evidently, his concentration broken for a moment. And as that happens, through the portal, you see a hand just swing out and grab the rod. And from it, you see Chrono reappear, and with him, he flings Aang across the room.
The gang!
The portal shuts, and from there, everyone roll initiative.
We're fighting him now?
Oh, yeah.
He seemed like possibly reasonable.
Most extraordinarily
gonna
powerful
dispose
people
of us.
are.
Yeah, because he knows he could kill us whenever he wanted to. Okay.
So, let's see. Endra had an 11. Aurora had a 12.
Yeah, so far anyone even like remotely powerful that we've encountered has been willing to just like have a little chat with us.
I mean, he had more of a chat than most of them did.
Yeah.
But with the reappearance of Chrono, that's where the issue lies. Aang is not as worrisome for that. So William kind of floats quickly backwards, and as he does so, he utilizes a fireball. Now, noting this encompasses the entire room. It's a huge spell. Everyone, make a dex save.
Okay.
So Chrono rolls a 14, and Aang rolls a 12. All right, so within that, what is our dex save for this one? All right, so Aurora and Endra, you both are going to take half damage. The rest of them will take full. And this is going to be... Oh, jeez. I don't have that many dice. Oh, nope, that's not right. All right, Endra and Aurora, you take 11. Chrono and Aang take 22. The fireball just comes almost from the ground, from where that orb is, and it just engulfs the entirety of the room, singeing most of you completely. You notice as he started that magic, the electricity around your necks dissipates. The spell broken in terms of his concentration being pulled elsewhere. He looks still calm. Like he's not even worried.
Simultaneously disappointed and relieved.
Huh.
He seems unworried. Chrono steps forward, and again, he takes his two blades and goes to throw them at this William, this person. And let's see. His first one missing, his second one striking true and dealing a total of 6 damage to Mr. William. And from there, Chrono says, "I'm not going back." And he again preps his blades. And we move into Aurora.
Do I, like, sense that Kronos knows this William? Like, does he seem to recognize him?
Not particularly, but you
Just
can
curious.
tell that he is not wanting to go back into whatever that portal went to.
Huh. Okay. I'm just gonna hit him with Guiding Bolt.
Yeah.
Third
Roll it.
level. Okay.
Pow! Right in the
Oh,
kisser.
I'm not messing around.
Well, fuck. All right. It hits, and let's see.
That's 24 plus 17, right?
No, that we just double it. That's 48.
Okay.
William, being the little mage that he is, the bolt strikes him, and he falls to his knees. The oppression of that power just leaves completely, and his visage changes. He looks precisely like the William that you had seen in the bar. His body kind of morphing slightly, the skin coming back into a more pale hue, not so much this blue. And he falls to the ground panting. There's blood gushing out from his chest where the guiding bolt had hit. And he looks around frantically. He's confused.
He just had like an intimidating fake disguise on to try and make us think he was more powerful and like a different person.
Are you asking me, or are you making a statement?
Endra is thinking that privately. She already knew what a fucking weasel he was, so this just further confirms it. Anyway.
Okay.
Yeah, Aurora's pretty speechless.
You got anything else after that
she's
guiding
gonna.
bolt?
No, that's my turn.
I'm gonna say I didn't expect you to one-shot him.
Really, just one shot him? A lot weaker than I thought.
He had just enough damage that happened, and then he couldn't heal because it's not his turn. So this William kind of stands up. He looks frantic, and you see him start trying to jump for the orb.
Ooh.
Endra, it's your turn.
Okay, well, Endra's gonna swiftly disengage her immovable rod. I don't think I made it clear, but my vision with manacling myself to it was like one slid over the rod and one attached to my wrist. So I'm gonna slide it off the rod. Now I have a free but manacled hand.
Okay.
And a rod.
Okay.
And I'm going to. Oh God, I'm really stressed out. Andrew doesn't say that, but she feels it. She's gonna she's also gonna like dive forward and try to block him with the immovable rod. Yeah.
Roll acrobatics with advantage.
Ooh.
You're able to, essentially with the rod, it knocks him down, and he scrambles immediately to try and get back up. Again, trying to launch for the orb, but you've stopped him in that moment. He seems desperate.
I suspect this orb heals him.
Andra's like desperately trying to think of a way that she could like damage this orb. She doesn't want to waste any more of her action on it though. Magical healing orb seems like the kind of thing that's probably pretty sturdy, pretty well built.
I mean, if it's anything like the other one that we encountered, it has like so many.
That was a well.
Like times to. Oh.
Yeah, this is like a big orb. I don't know what it's made out of. Is it made out of glass? I can probably smash it. Is it made out of like mystery magic crystal?
If Frugal was here, he could probably tell you, because he was the only other person who had interaction with an orb. But maybe you remember his conversation about it.
I don't.
So go back to the YouTube.
Okay, Ender doesn't want to take a chance on potentially like just not even scratching this orb, so she's gonna use what little time she has left to fling a dagger at William to try to further disable him.
It'll hit. Roll for damage.
Great.
Jesus fuck. That's only gonna be 7 damage. His blood starts gushing again from one of his wounds. It's coating the floor at this point. He's still bleeding heavily from the chest from that large lightning bolt with an ungodly amount of power that hit him. he continues stumbling forward. He's the ground being so slick, he barely can have his footing. He's stumbling towards it.
Okay.
And I mean, you don't got anything else, right? That's a bonus action. Right?
Yeah. Never mind. Yeah.
So Aang's gonna roll up to him and try and do a flippity doopity hoopity doop and hit him with his nunchucks. And as he does, he smacks down, bludgeoning his left arm just limp. He's not looking good, and he already has a giant gaping hole in his chest almost, and he's bleeding from his left arm. It's completely disabled. He spins and he tries to reach out with his right hand. As it comes to his turn, William's hand falls just short of the orb and hits down into the pedestal, and the markings on the ground come alight, and he just is incinerated. You all are fine.
What?
He just starts burning, and suddenly the orb comes alight. And from there, that oppressive feeling comes back. That strong, multitudes more powerful than it had been before. And with that, the voice comes in. This time, not the voice of William. It sounds almost sultry. It sounds sensual. You like it. You like this voice. Very feminine. But it commands power. You can tell it is far beyond your understanding. But it just says, "You will not stop me." And the orb shatters. And in there, that little orb, you see there's a heart. Like a heart. No, not like a nice little heart. There is a heart.
Like a human heart.
A human heart. Or humanoid,
Okay.
perhaps a half-elf's.
Oh.
So William's heart. I'm gonna try to grab it.
Go for it. I don't know if you want to eat it.
Safekeeping. No.
So as you grab the
My
heart,
instinct.
roll Arcana.
Okay. It's like Howl's heart. I have Howl's heart. Oh,
Sorry.
no.
I'm gonna let you try again.
Okay.
Okay. As you grasp the heart from the pedestal, it doesn't quite ignite in terms of the markings on the grounds, but you see that it simmers. Something happens. And as you're touching it, you hear in your head, just you, the voice of the William that you remembered, the one from the bar. "Help me. She won't let me go."
Interesting.
You can
Okay,
respond if you'd like.
Oh, who's she? Although I kind of already know who it is, but I'm gonna ask him.
The master. She won't stop. It hurts.
How do I know you're not tricking me? Because you've been sneaky in the past.
I have not been alive for years. She took my magic. She took me.
Wait, who was the person that just attacked us then? Didn't you just attack us?
She uses my bodies and encompasses them with her power.
I'm sorry, bodies? Plural?
I was a changeling. I could alter my appearance. But she took from me what made me special and sealed me within that orb. I fear I'm not long for this world. His voice begins to kind of fade away each time. You can hear the strain in it.
Has the orb been destroyed?
Yeah, it literally
okay.
just completely shattered, and like kind of dust came out from the glass, and his heart had been encased in that.
Oh, okay, got it. Wait, where is she?
Everywhere.
Doesn't help me. You know specifically?
The heart stiffens. And
Was it beating?
No, it was soft, like a normal heart
Oh.
would be. It stiffens and just kind of crumbles. Almost like it would have been artificially kept as some way of perhaps transferring power between things.
I'm just saying it would have been really cool if it had been beating.
If
Probably
only,
wouldn't have
right?
kept my hand
artistic
on it for that
perspective.
Aang scratches his head and says, I don't know what's going on. And Chrono looks equally confused, panicked in a way.
I'm just gonna ask Aurora who she was talking to. We didn't know what the hell.
She was talking in her head, so you didn't hear.
Oh.
Yeah, so no one heard that.
You kind of just saw her pick it up, her eyes glaze, and then
like stare at it.
Yeah, it turned into this hard item and just dust in the wind.
Okay, I'm just still gonna ask, what up with that?
Yeah, I'm gonna kind of step back and be like, that was a very weird experience. I still do not trust William whatsoever, even though my heart wants to. But when I touched the heart, I heard William, and he sounded weak, and he was pleading that she, which I assume is the I forget her name, but the eminent power that's been the master.
Master.
I guess that has been wreaking havoc here. What is going on?
It's the thing.
We doing way too much tongue waggling. It's like a single swipe and then the lip bite.
No, you got to make fun of them because they're just like. It's like, what are you doing, dude? That's bad for your lips.
I'm gonna get very chapped lips.
Exactly.
I just going to tell everyone what I experienced. That.
Okay.
What she said.
All right,
okay.
So everyone hears that. Aang, again, he's just confused, as always. As you say master that one time, stating that, the door swings back open. Oh. And seemingly that's the word to close it, open it, whatever it may be. And Chrono seems visibly upset, worried. He did not like what was happening. Aang seems like he is dissociated. He's just kind of babbling to himself. You're not sure if he's drunk or just kind of having another existential crisis.
Yeah, probably a little bit of both. I'm gonna investigate this desk.
Okay. How long do you want to spend, and is anyone helping her?
I'm just helping her.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe we could take like 10 minutes to like very thoroughly investigate this room.
Okay. Roll investigation.
Okay. I also have no idea if
BRB
William died.
You feel a pang in your heart.
Oh.
As you investigate the desk, you find. Oh, look, Hunter's back.
Hello.
Well,
got it all figured out.
Oh, good.
Give me a moment in that case to kind of reset the screens here. So, Aang has just been flung into a portal and flung back out by Chrono. You had
That's good.
A lovely interaction with what seemed to be some type of William, some form of him. And
was there a dungeon?
Not quite to the level that you would think, but
yeah, things did get heated.
Yeah,
you could say.
Indra and Aurora definitely had some weird reactions to having lightning grasp their neck.
I mean, we weren't expecting to get choked by lightning.
Yeah,
no one really ever is. Oh,
but as they are investigating the desk, you're kind of just babbling. You're kind of having another existential crisis right now. You're very drunk. You had 2 barrels of bourbon that you found.
I was gonna do that too. So good job.
But as you are looking at the desk, you all see this one letter kind of pop up. Oh. And for our folks that can't see that, it says E. From this point on, I suggest that we not use our real names in correspondence. As our mission approaches fruition and the stakes increase, we must take every precaution against discovery. My progress here has been more productive than we had hoped. The passage is nearly completed, and our recruits are armed and ready. We will be able to dispatch the coward and the child within a phase. The master is well pleased. If all goes well, we will be rewarded handsomely. Incidentally, I wanted to once again offer my gratitude for the master craftsman you recommended. The stone and the tunnel are both safely locked behind several layers of protection. I look forward to seeing our plans executed and watching you attain the throne. Cordially, RL. And next to that one, you find one more letter. Where'd that go? Where did it go? This one? This one, there we go. So this one is written, seems like it may have not been sent yet, but it says, Captain, I trust that you have recruited and armed the men as previously discussed. We move on the targets in a few days. I will give you a greater detail at our next meeting. If for some reason you need to access the tunnel when I am not around, the keys are where I showed you, and the cipher is the same that I drew for you in my office. Our next meet will be tomorrow at 1 bell ante, of course, at the usual place. Be prepared to provide a list of men you have selected as well as the invoices for the supplies you have needed to acquire. I look forward to our next mission. Signed, RS. So those two notes are there for you. And you're not sure which captain this is speaking of, but you know that there is somebody of concern.
Endra, as always, mistrustful of everyone, is very, very upset and assumes the worst immediately. That our friend and ally, Captain Jerome, sent us in here knowing what we were in for.
Angus is going to
It's a
shake.
lot up front.
Angus is going to shake his head real quick. Sorry, I blacked out for a second.
It's okay. We were very conscious, and I'm still very confused with what happened.
Where am I? No, seriously, where am I?
We're in. So you actually solved the cryptic puzzle.
Oh, I did? It sounds like me.
This metal door that we went through, and then we came into this room. We saw a bard that looked strikingly like William at the bar. There you go. Andrew attacked him. I attacked him. He disappeared in flames. Then a sorcerer like him appeared that also looked yes, that also looked like a William, but a very OP William, filled with dark magic.
Hot and heavy.
Yeah, he lit the room on fire. I tried to extinguish it. Instead, it got steamy.
He choked us a little bit.
Tried to put us into a portal.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's all coming back to me now. And he's looking around the room like he's seeing it for the first time, like, huh.
And then, yeah, basically we attacked him. I hit him pretty hard with a guiding bolt. He turned back into William, went to touch the orb in the middle of the room. That caused him to ignite on fire. The orb broke. A human heart appeared.
He didn't reach the orb.
Oh, he didn't.
He was bleeding. The guiding bolt that hit the original body that he was in literally gaped a hole through his chest. He was bleeding profusely. And then Endra smacked him down and then punctured his left arm. And you came in with your nunchucks and literally just beat it, and it just arm was done. And as he slipped, he fell and he touched those markings on the ground, and they essentially ignited, and his body just disintegrated, and the orb exploded, to which there was a heart inside.
Well, good work, everybody.
Yeah,
that was a team effort.
Aurora shared that when she grabbed the heart, she could hear what sounded like the William that she knew, the one from the bar. He sounded weak. He sounded distant. And he told her that the master, this person, had taken his power from him and had used his body. He was a changeling, evidently, and had dispatched him for things that he was not able to control. And as he says, kind of in his last thing, I feel weak. The heart hardened and again just went to dust.
Liv, are you okay? Just see you dying in the background.
Also, the only thing I could think of when you showed me that token of William was like from SpongeBob, like, oh no, he's hot.
That was Kendra's exact thoughts.
And they had unsettled that William by throwing the Mickey head down on the ground.
Oh,
And-
yes.
Oh, we still have that?
Yeah, we do.
Well, Aurora sure did. It unfortunately burned up as well with the
Aw.
rest of it. It seems that things that are tied to whatever this magic are, just kind of disintegrated around it.
That's good. That's good. Yeah. Good work,
Huh.
everybody. Now that definitely got a handle on things, and I'm definitely didn't die again. Yeah.
Chrono looks
We're
at
good.
it
Almost
like,
dead.
no, we were definitely back in that place. William
Oh,
had
yeah.
sent you two away. Like, he made you vanish. And
Oh, we died again.
when they were
Oh,
trying to
no.
suck
Oh.
into the portal, Aurora and Endra,
Girls'
Chrono's
party.
hand came flying out and grabbed the immovable rod and just flinged you in and then pulled himself out and the portal closed. And then he immediately tried to kill William because that's who sent him there.
I'm gonna ask
Um,
Chrono what he like experienced in the portal and if he saw a skinny bottom.
I didn't
Yeah.
see whoever this skinny bottom was. It was nothingness. It was just Aang and I, but it was pain. Shouting. Like a cacophony of noise and just
Aang has a little notebook that he keeps, and he's gonna pull it out, and you're just gonna see like in big letters "deaths" in the top, and he's gonna just put a mark down like with question mark. There's about 4 marks there.
Aang has successfully died 4 times and coming back an equal amount.
Damn.
Chrono,
So that's like yeah.
Yeah, Chrono doesn't seem that he knows what this place was. He just knows that he didn't want to be there. And when that portal appeared, he could see it. It seems like maybe it was a different dimension, same plane of existence, just not there. And he was able to see you two through it, and that's why he grabbed the rod, because he assumed that it was similar to an item that he's seen before, that it wouldn't move once he grabbed it. And he was able to leverage himself out. And Aang was just drunk, so, I mean, it's easy to throw drunk weight around. But yeah.
All right. So we probably should vandalize all this, right?
I mean, yeah, we literally encountered William, so he knows we've been here, but
Okay.
I wouldn't mind
Yeah.
going ham on some bourbon
Oh, okay.
barrels.
You guys doing anything to the stuff in here? Are you breaking pedestals, flipping tables?
Kendra's not. She is not at all worried about the possibility that someone would think that we were up to some kind of mischief instead of just general vandalism and thievery.
Yeah, I kind of want to get out of this room. I don't trust those red markings. But
Okay.
Aang, if you want to release some anger.
I'll just grab a barrel for the road.
Okay. You can steal one of those
Maybe
on your way
2.
out.
Oh, okay. I want some
Also,
too.
it sounds like there's some shenanigans going on in this place. There's like something about a tunnel and a key.
Yeah. I want to know about
Should-
the tunnel.
Should we? This might sound a little severe, and it could be the bourbon talking. Should we just burn it down?
Oh,
Maybe we try and
Great
find
idea.
a tunnel first and find out where the tunnel goes to. and
There we go.
See if we can determine who the captain is.
Okay.
Yeah, let's keep going down this tunnel.
So you
see, I
guys
was thinking
can
the tunnel.
open that door if you want, the one that Aurora had pulled some water from the soil from.
Hmm
Yeah.
I was
Yeah,
thinking it was
open
this
it.
tunnel that the letter was referencing, but there might be another one.
There's a door right
I mean-
here.
Yeah, this door is locked behind us, right?
Nope.
Or is it open now? Oh, okay.
Also, I think you may need to kill me and bring me back, Jordan. But if you don't want to deal with that, then I'll just
Oh,
use
can
my
you not see?
imagination. I can see, but I can't see anyone else, and it's all black.
Huh.
Oh wait, that just turned it, but it's still all black. I can see the room. There we go. I'm here. I'm alive. Hello, everybody.
Boom.
How are you?
Jesse vanished. All right. So doors, it's seemingly unlocked.
The
The door's
door
unlocked.
to
Yeah.
the
That's
mud space. We open it.
Okay.
We open the door.
It's about 6 feet tall, and as you look in there, it's extraordinarily dark. You can't tell how far it goes, but in the distance, you can hear a very faint dripping. Sounds like maybe it's a little bit of water in the distance, but You most certainly, even with your night vision, it seems that it goes much further past than perhaps about the 60 feet you're accustomed to being able to see.
Okay. Endra, where is it? I'm just gonna light her lantern.
Okay. Your lantern's a light, and you can walk down that tunnel. How far would you like to go? How much time would you like to spend exploring it?
30 minutes or until the end, whichever comes first.
Okay. As you go through the tunnel, it has a few turns, twist here. Go ahead.
I was just thinking that's a good punchline to a joke. I'm not going to try and make the joke.
Make the joke.
30 minutes or to the end. Like,
Yeah.
It's like a sex tape or something.
Oh.
Yep, there you go.
Okay.
Long-lasting energy. So you continue down, you kind of recognize that this feels very similar to the pathway that you followed to get to the house from the castle. It almost seems like maybe this runs under the city, but you can't hear anything in particular. It doesn't seem that there's any air vents. And as you reach the end, you find that there's rubble blocking your way. It seems very new. It seems to be cobblestone, similar in terms of light, color, density of what those workers who had come out of there had been covered in. This seems like new stone, like it had been brought into this tunnel.
Like loose cobblestones?
Yeah, just tons. It's built up all the way, completely blocking the rest of the passage. But if you
How long did it take to get down there?
How long did it take you to walk there?
Yeah.
5 minutes.
Okay.
It seems like if you had to guess, you're probably right under Castle Udek.
Are there any tools or anything around?
Completely empty.
Okay. Am I the only one who went?
Oh, I followed.
People followed you. Kind of saw it. They all had to turn around and go. Aurora had a very hard time. The tunnel is not horse friendly.
Okay. I'm just gonna ask Aang what she thinks. Like, should we try and move this? Should we go get the others?
Oh, I mean, how much rubble is there? It's a lot of rubble.
It looks like it could be a few tons of rubble.
Endra is willing to move it like individual stone by stone for as long as it takes to get up into whatever area the rest of this tunnel is supposed to go to. It's a usable tunnel. We know from the letters it's a usable tunnel.
Do you think we can just like cave it in at the beginning?
What? Then we'll be in here.
No, like go back and like.
Yeah, I could do like a guiding bolt from the doorway.
You can tell by the sheer amount of the rubble that's there and what is present, it would take you a day, if not more, to remove all of it.
And
so they're probably trying to clear this, right? So if we just make it harder for them.
It looks like it wasn't here initially. Like this was brought in.
Well, who makes their own cave in? That doesn't make any sense.
Who blocks their own functional tunnel that they're sharing with other people?
Perhaps those who are doing a cover-up after they've utilized it.
Yeah,
and you know where the tunnel leads.
Endra is very suspicious that more than one person in Castle Udek is involved with this, and at least one is certainly aware of the tunnel.
Okay, let's start moving this tunnel then.
So wait, you guys are actually going to try and remove all the rocks?
Yeah.
Well, we also have a horse person.
So one, the horse does not fit well in the tunnel. It's not very tall. You do not have a cart, and in addition to that, it's a 5-minute walk to take anything out of it. So it will take you the better part of an entire day, and it's currently about 1 bell ante.
Even with all three of us, even Chrono and I know Aurora can't fit, but Chrono and Aang.
Yes, it would take you a significant amount of time, and from what it sounds like, the dating on those letters, you know that was sent today.
What if let's just burn the house down?
So if we know it was sent today, then it's entirely possible someone else is going to try to use this tunnel. before, like, we don't need to clear it because someone else is already gonna do that because they.
Yeah.
Or
So
someone
let's make
might
it
have been
harder.
through it.
What?
Someone might have been
Or they've already
through
been through it.
And then there's a meeting tomorrow at 1 bell.
Okay.
So
And
maybe it'd be more beneficial.
Maybe we barricade ourselves in one of the comfier rooms of this giant home, even though we have vandalized it already. Take a rest and regroup after our rest.
I mean, you could. This might be something pertinent to tell the captain, since that's why you all are here, is to figure
Yeah,
out.
I don't trust him anymore.
There's more than one
He doesn't
captain.
want to tell him anything.
Maybe there's a way we could test him?
Yet.
Mm.
Yeah.
I still think we should burn the house down. But that's just my inner bourbon talking right now.
I'm just worried if we burn the house down, if they'll change their plans, because then they know that we saw the letters.
Oh, they don't know that.
Compromised.
They just
We
know that
did
the
it.
house got vandalized and burned.
Huh?
Mm-hmm. It's a big
Oh.
city. Lots of crime happens.
We did already break in.
Yeah, and like, you know how you cover up a break-in? With arson.
Endra's like pretty
Bit worried about Aang.
She thinks that's like pretty compelling.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I'm down.
This is a 3-tier plan. First, you cover up the thievery with vandalism. You cover the vandalism with arson.
You cover up the arson. Okay.
Is there
You
any
cover
more,
up
any more searching you guys want to do in here before you light it aflame?
I mean, we like spent 10 minutes thoroughly searching.
Searching the
So-
tunnel, yeah.
Oh, no, searching the room, I believe.
Yeah, I thought we searched the
Right. You guys didn't flip anything over.
Oh, I thought that was part of the
Oh.
searching. Okay.
Well, we got to flip.
Yeah.
Yeah. You got it, Aang.
All right.
you wanna-
Roll strength checks for you three.
What is this? Like, what are these white half circles?
They're like basins.
Okay.
Aang flips the fucking table and it completely shatters on the ceiling. Just seamlessly effortless.
Do I
Just
find anything?
under it, there is a small box of leather. It looks very finely crafted. It has a tiny little padlock on it. Anything that a basic thief could pick, or you could probably nunchuck it off. But it was kind of under in a little one of the encapsulated parts of that desk.
I'd be like, I found something.
I offer to unlock it.
Please.
You unlock it?
Otherwise,
She does it.
All right. As you open it up, inside you find a few different items. There seems to be a whip or two.
Matches?
In
Whips?
oh,
there. A whip.
How
or
big
two.
is the box?
Yeah, it's decent size, maybe like 2x2. You know,
Okay.
2 by 2 feet. And as you continue looking, you notice there's a few kind of long, elongated feathers. Looks like it may have came from some peacocks. And you notice that there's a extraordinarily large jar of something in there. Some handcuffs, some other kind of leather bindings. It looks interesting.
I'm gonna close with it. You can have this, Aurora.
Oh, Endra asks if anyone else wants this box.
Or yeah, you want it? Yeah, all you.
Yeah, I have a lot of saddlebags for storing things, so it would make the most sense for me to carry it. For
Okay.
No one gonna check.
or
the
just
jar?
kind of starts rambling.
This was good. I'm gonna ask the group. Is bourbon one of the flammable liquors, or is that a different one?
It can be.
I think they're all.
Okay.
I mean, he has copious barrels, and there's I forgot to investigate. Does he have wine too? Is that a wine rack?
Oh yeah, it's filled with wine.
Oh yeah, we'll be fine.
Endra's gonna extinguish her lantern, by the way.
Okay.
She's gonna
Well,
shove.
time to.
Sorry.
Oh, you go ahead.
Endra's gonna start shoving the variety of paraphernalia that we found in the box into Aurora's saddlebags, except she's keeping the handcuffs. She can always use an additional set of manacles.
Add one set of manacles to your inventory.
On it.
Is anyone checking the jar that was in there?
She checks the jar. She opens the jar to see
Sure.
what's in it.
Do a perception check.
No.
You can tell that this is a extraordinarily slick substance. It seems almost like something of a Vaseline of sorts.
It's water or oil based.
It is oil based.
I'm just gonna ask if anyone has chapped lips, dry cuticles.
My hands are a little dry from punching all these things.
Just gonna offer him the jar.
Sure, why not?
Your hands feel extraordinarily hydrated. You also smell a very interesting tinge of bourbon on the Vaseline.
Oh, fancy.
I'll give it a little bit.
Some bourbon Vaseline. I mean, it might come in handy for battle. You just slip out of people's hands.
Oh, perfect.
Put myself in Vaseline.
So I'll hold on to it if you need.
Sounds great.
Tucks it away in your saddlebag.
I have
Just a
some
little
concerns
pat for
about
good
Aurora.
measure.
Okay.
What?
You've gathered all the items. You've flipped things. You've broken things.
Oh, should we grab that probably cursed sword?
No.
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 I don't
No.
think
This
so.
has been a pretty cursed experience enough as it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, let's burn this bitch down.
On your way
I'm
out,
gonna-
you grab a bunch of wine.
Not
Well, the ladies grab a bunch of wine
Okay.
and stick
To
it
bring
in the
with us.
saddlebags. And
Hell
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
Aang just throws 2 of the barrels up on his shoulders, kind of like big man style of just bourbon. You again notice that the 2 that have been punctured are completely empty, and there's no liquid on the ground either. So I'll let your imaginations know, because there was bourbon on the ground, and Aang was thirsty.
Oh yeah.
Like the dungeon
Aang
floor.
got it all.
Uh,
It's only
Yeah,
2
so-
barrels of like 80 proof bourbon.
Oh my
And
god.
Rue's normally like a wine gal, but she's thinking this must be pretty damn good bourbon if Aang licked it off the floor.
It was delicious.
I got a couple of
Some-
gulps of it.
Andrew's
That's some
feeling a
good
little
stuff.
bit hesitant about wasting all this bourbon for our
we'll strap one on. Aurora, you got more room, right? Let's just.
Okay.
You strap 2
Two
of
on
the
my
barrels
rear
onto,
end.
onto the side of Aurora, Aang having 2 himself,
Oh my
and
god.
Chrono kind of like
Okay.
throws one up on the back of his neck. He doesn't drink, but he's like, yep.
helpful.
So I'm gonna open one of them to start spreading it through the house as we're going,
Okay.
like coating the entire thing.
The
As-
house is covered in bourbon. All the upholstery, everything. It smells like a distillery
Delicious.
in there at this point. Delicious distillery, but heavy of alcohol.
Perfect. Who has? This is going to like blow up, isn't it? We should probably figure out a.
Yeah, I have well, a
They
good
have a
guiding
little-
bolt should be able to do the trick.
It's almost
We
like
just all
somebody
leave,
has a tinderbox and could light it.
Oh, that,
Yeah,
that
you don't
works.
want to be close to this though. It's gonna go up like. That's a lot of
Yeah,
bourbon.
Andrew has a tinderbox, but she doesn't really want to be in the building.
How,
I mean,
I got
I have
an
a
idea.
120-foot range for guiding bolt.
Well, I have an arm that can throw things really far. So like
120 feet.
You
Let's
head out,
just-
and Aurora throws a guiding bolt that strikes right into the kitchen, and you see the house almost instantaneously just go up in flames. It doesn't explode, but my lord, if it is not a massive fire for Endra and Aurora, it feels very reminiscent of the firewall that you had seen earlier, but it is burning. The stone is turning red on the kind of foundational set, and you start seeing the structure kind of cave in on itself.
we should go. This is how arsonists get caught, so we should.
Yeah. Wait, what time of day is it? Is it just like bright daylight?
It is about 1.5 bells ante, so in normal terms, about 1:30.
One in the afternoon?
No, in the morning. Like
Oh, okay,
it's
perfect.
Pitch black.
Oh, nice.
That
Well, not
means
anymore.
The meeting is supposed to be happening like now, and we don't know where the usual place is.
Wait, really? Wait, I thought that was tomorrow.
Well,
Well, I guess
we
it's
know
not.
it's not here.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So
And that tunnel only goes one other place as far as we can tell. Okay, Endra's gonna
Yeah,
she's gonna start booking it towards Castle
yeah,
Uda.
we should probably go to the castle.
Okay, you guys saunter on over to the castle. You make it, and as you get there, the guards are there. It looks like the same contingency of folks that you had seen before. Seems like they're on a really long shift. They recognize you. The captain is called, and he immediately welcomes you in, takes you back to the place, kind of gives a weird once down over to Aurora, Chrono, and to Aang, because you're all carrying barrels. And
Yeah, I wanted to. Oh,
Oh, I thought I was
say
gonna
that
maybe
maybe we like
stash-
hid it.
Stash
yeah.
those. Yeah.
Stashed it away.
you stash them in an area that only you all would know somehow in the city that you've only been to for the last day.
Okay.
They're safely there. The captain immediately asks, "Who is this?" Pointing towards Chrono.
Oh, he's also dead.
Oh, he was able to leave?
Hmm?
I totally forgot
Oh,
about that. Leave
he's able to leave the house.
the
Yeah.
house. Oh, okay.
Oh,
Seemingly he couldn't before, but
Whatever kind of whack magic, we busted it, I guess.
Nice.
yeah. So the captain asks, "Who's this, and where is the small man?"
Oh, he's dead too. So don't worry about him. Not small man. This guy here is also dead, like me.
Probably small man is dead as well.
He looks
Ender's
very confused.
Ender's gonna pipe up and say, like, our wizard friend messed up big time, and when he vanished and this guy appeared, he's won our trust. Like, we hope you'll extend the trust you've given us to him too.
I suppose. If
Also,
you
we
found
think he
some-
knows you. We think he knows you. Maybe
He
he's
looks
familiar
over-
with the situation.
He looks over to him and says, "And you are?" Chrono introduces himself. Again, his memory is a little spacey after he got flung across the room there, but he says something wrong is happening. I know that much, but I'm not sure. I don't know how I got here.
Oh, it's just us in this room, right?
Yes, and my page. The page kind of sticks his head out from his little
Does it?
studying room. And he closes it again.
Any exits in that studying room? Windows?
No, this is about as private as you can have in Castle Udek outside of the Duke's chambers.
Okay.
Hmm.
Aurora, you should probably block the door.
Okay,
got-
I just kind of
yeah.
shimmy my
Yeah.
horse body in the way of the door.
Andrew, you can take this one. This is more your realm of things.
Endra's gonna trot up to Captain Jerome, and she, oh man, this is. She doesn't want to. She's tempted to try and intimidate him because she's like very suspicious about having read these letters, but he seems to trust them at this point, or at least be pretending to. So instead, she's going to try to be as persuasive as possible while she explains that they. Oh God, what is she going to?
You hear an extremely loud bell, and from a distance you can hear, "Fire!" And the captain goes, "That's not my watch. I'll let the others deal with that." He turns to you and says,
It's a tragedy.
"What have you found?
Fire season.
Like, you're back. It's quite late. What have you found of this William, this noble?"
Andrew does not want to reveal that we saw him and maybe killed him. So instead, she's just gonna say that we found a lot of really incriminating letters, but they didn't have any more identifying information. We know that there's supposed to be a meeting happening right now, and we suspect that it's supposed to be happening right here in this castle. And we also know that William was in cahoots with a captain. And again, Endra's trying to be very persuasive. She doesn't want to be placing any blame.
There are many
I'm gonna
captains.
get-
Although if he's in the room with us and the meeting was supposed to be now, then
Yeah.
I guess it's probably not
There's
him.
many captains. We have about 2 new ones. One deals with the daytime guard.
What are their names?
We have Captain Jeremiah, and we also have Captain Keelan. Both are new.
Do
They've only been
they
here.
seem particular evil?
No, but they're definitely not of lockpick. They have seemed to come in.
Would anyone miss them if they were gone?
I do not know much of them. They're part of this. There's a bunch of soldiers that, like I said, I know everyone's face. Like, that's my job. I'm the guy that goes around and does the investigations. But there's a lot of new soldiers, and these captains came with that group. I don't know either of them well.
Did either of them personally appoint any new soldiers to their own watch?
One of the captains has almost entirely new soldiers. There might be one or two of my men there, but it's largely about 45 of his.
Which one and where is he?
That'd be Captain Jerome. I would have. Sorry, not Jerome. That's me. That'd be Captain Jeremiah.
Likely slip up.
I have TBI. Leave me alone.
Oh no, the captain incriminated himself.
Captain Jeremiah, but he's not on shift currently. He would be at his home, which is outside of Castle Udek and kind of the guards' quarters.
Is it flammable?
I think most houses here are made of stone and wood, so somewhat.
Are you aware of any construction or renovation that's been happening on the castle premises?
No, there's been no construction in the castle in decades.
No tunneling?
The only tunnels we have are the sewers, and those were built ages ago.
Okay. Ender's gonna reveal at this point that there most definitely is a tunnel that leads from William's house to at least within a few hundred feet of the castle. Kind of hard to tell from underground, but we've been in the tunnel. We know there's a tunnel. It's imperative that we find out.
I'm gonna open the page door and see if he's just like ear of the door right now.
He's just sitting there, like, kind of transcribing some of the scrolls. Looks like maybe some guards' logs, inventories. It's doing very much busy work. He pays you no mind.
Okay, never mind.
But as Endra is telling him of this, he asks, "We need proof. Is there schematics? Is there correspondence? Like, I cannot go to the Duke or to anyone just flinging accusations. I need proof."
But hey, man, this can go all the way to the top. You can't let anyone know.
The Duke
Endra's
We
really
gotta-
regretting not having like pocketed a cobblestone at this point. She doesn't know how compelling that would be, but it'd be something.
You could show him the letters.
Andrew doesn't want to reveal the. Okay,
That's the only hand we have.
fine.
I mean,
Guys, I
Most
say
likely not him.
we go to this captain that may or may not be the bad guy, and we just beat him a little.
As Captain Jerome's reading the letters, his eyes get wide, and he looks very disturbed. This is extremely upsetting to him. At that moment, there's a very wistful knock on the captain's door,
Wistful?
like a nice, very dainty.
I'm gonna kind of like peek through the window or peek through the door,
Solid wood.
like crack it open, like and
Oh,
peek.
you're gonna like just put your head over.
Because I'm kind of like blocking the door right now.
All right. As you peek, you notice an extraordinarily beautiful woman dressed in what might be the finest of cloths, and she sees you and she says, "You're not Captain Jerome."
So we're having a very important meeting right now. Who might you be?
I'm the Duchess.
Sorry.
The
And
Duchess of what?
She looks at you very confused. Of Udek.
Oh, excuse me. Okay, I'm gonna like kind of push out of the way.
Come on
And
in.
Open the door, yeah.
And she walks in and asks, "Who are these people, Jerome?" I do not know of them.
Who are you?
I'm gonna say she's the Duchess.
Of what?
My husband is the Duke.
Ender's gonna look like very obviously disappointed that she's being reminded that the Duchess has a husband.
And she turns to Jerome and simply says, "I've just come to check. Has the button thing been fixed? Many of the people in the Tailors Guild are angry, and I need to give confidence to them. And I know that last time you missioned, it failed, and the Duke is upset, so."
Endra's gonna pour her sack of buttons on the table and say, "We fixed the button problem."
And she
Yeah, you want some buttons? I'm just gonna like kind of hold out my hand and like just like, here you go.
she looks very surprised. She had no knowledge that this had been done. Oh my! The people would be so glad. We've had a button shortage for many months now. Supposedly there was a rat of some sort stealing them. I don't.
Endra's gonna interrupt the Duchess and say, "Where's your husband?"
He is up
Right
in his
now.
chambers doing some note work, some studying. Typical Duke things.
Is he
Do you have a
alone?
summer home?
What?
Do you have like a summer home?
Sometimes we go to where the college is and kind of spend some time there. But the Duke has been very busy with.
Do you feel like you need a vacation?
Endra's gonna shake her by her shoulders and say, "Is he alone? Is he safe?"
Is it safe? You Gandalf her. He says, "Well, yes, our son is with him. I'm sure they're fine. There's a contingent of guards. But Jerome, do you trust these people?" Jerome nods. She says, "I have
Aang is
fear."
surprised.
Well, I mean, you've given him no reason not to trust you. And he explains the situation. Evidently, the Duchess is the one that has charged him with kind of figuring out who these new people are. And because she had noticed too, there had been some guard shifts. You hear this whole conversation. Guards had changed. They weren't the ones that the Duke had originally chosen. Some new folks coming in, all seemingly as a result of whomever this noble was, and very uncomfortable with this. And there was some shifting in terms of the Duke's inner council, and she lets you know that she has concerns of Ed the Lesser, the Chamberlain. She looks fearful. She believes he wants to hurt them, and that he is positioning himself to kill the royal family and take over. There's been money missing. The coffers seem to be emptied, and whatever is happening, there's unknown men, people we have not vetted, coming in and out at all times of the night, and I've noticed Ed leaving. He left recently, maybe a bell ago, and he looked very distraught. He's a very fat man. He walks slowly. He kind of waddled away quickly. Not normal for him. I think he is planning to kill my husband and my son.
I'm just gonna
Yeah,
ask,
you guys
which
should-
way did he go? Where did he head to?
I am not too sure, but I know that he had walked over towards the northwest from the castle. That's as far as I could see him. I can't get out that easily at night. I usually have guards with me. This is about as far as I can get before guards are there.
Endra is exasperated, but she's trying not to show it because she's into the Duchess and knows that she might be widowed soon.
All I know is that Ed has eyes everywhere. Every move
What
I
You guys should definitely go on a vacation. We can figure this out.
I don't think that's particularly an option.
What rank is Ed again? Is Ed a captain?
He's the Chamberlain.
Oh.
If my husband is gone, he is the one who signs the papers, handles the administrative business. He essentially runs the city and the land when we are gone. My husband has not left for many months at this point because we've had this preparation of a potential invasion over in the northeast from the other lands. But as all this is happening, this violence, there's been things going on. This rat infestation, our complete disabling of one of our primary commerces, tailors. We haven't been able to sell most of our things because people want buttons. They don't want little clasps. They don't want little string. They want buttons, and we had none. They were all gone. And this pummeled our economic ability. I'm unsure. Ed is always at the Duke's side. other than these, he seems to go to a meeting nearly every night around this time, and it's the only time he is away from my husband. I need proof that he is overthrowing him. My husband will not listen to me otherwise. He listens to this Ed as if Ed was the one running it. My husband was the one being his assistant. It's unsettling. But if I have proof that Ed is maneuvering these people in, these strange guards, these different folks, I think I can convince my husband. But I cannot follow Ed. I can't. It's too obvious when I leave the castle. Would you all be able to do so?
Okay, Endra is gonna announce that she's pretty skilled at evading eyes, no matter how many Ed has, and suggests that the Duchess be escorted back up to where her husband and son are and be given protection of some kind. She's gonna suggest that either two of our party could go up there and protect them, or if Jerome has men to spare, that he should send some that he would trust with his own life.
Yeah, you guys should definitely get rid of all your cards.
Well,
Yes,
I
all
most
of them.
certainly cannot bring you strangers to my husband's room, but
Well, I'm Aang. Now we're not strangers.
you are strangers to us. Jerome,
Stranger to me.
do you have guards to spare? And Jerome kind of looks through the log and he says, yes, I can send up 2 of them with you, and they will relieve whoever is there. And if they are not allowed to do so, they will do so. Kind of implying that they will take out whoever those other guards are, if they're not within Jerome's contingent. The Duchess then kind of lets you know of where Ed's quarters are, kind of saying, it's toward the northwest of the castle, right off of the main road. He has one of the larger houses. You can't miss it. It has the royal seal on it. It's the only house outside of the castle that has the royal seal, the Chamberlains. I think he's been going there for his meetings, which seems slightly obvious, but also, again, he's a fat man. He doesn't like to move very far. If you can find proof of anything, letters, documents, anything that shows that Ed is attempting to usurp my husband, I believe I can convince him.
Okay. Endra is very relieved at how cooperative both Captain Jerome and the Duchess have been.
Yeah, Aurora's also willing to keep investigating. We're kind of invested now, and
Okay.
is willing to help.
So,
Aang is like one existential crisis away from like a complete mental breakdown, so he's just kind of going along for the ride now.
It's appropriate. The captain gives each of you just a potion. You can't tell of what kind, but you know that if you were to utilize it, any damages that you have or missing spell slots, anything that had been utilized in that last battle would be recovered.
Quick question. Anyone have the last initials RL around here? Around this place?
That would be Viscount Ugaru Vivalo. He's the person who you described to me and said his name was William.
Okay. Cool.
So he pulls out a map and he kind of shows you where the castle is, and then he points to where the Chamberlain's quarter is, and he says, if you can get any information,
I'm going to raise my hand, Rick. What about RS?
Not sure.
No one? Like Roger Smith? Riot Smith?
I would have to look through our books and see who perhaps is on, the duchy's duties, and I'll
Reginald Smith. He's just going to keep naming names with the last name Smith.
My friend, and when I next see you, I'll let you know if there was a name that falls within that for the registrations of our city.
Okay, I'm just gonna ask, what time does Captain Jerome's, I guess, like his crew, whatever, when does their shift end? Like, how long do we have before we might be blocked from proceeding by one of the other captains?
My group is the one that cycles in and out of the gate guarding. So this current contingent will likely end their day watch here at about 6 bells, and from there, my next all-trusted men will come in, and I can brief them in our report that if they are to see a large green man and a centaur and a satyr and whatever this man is, to let you in and immediately point you to me.
Great. Okay. Andrew thinks we should rock and roll and get going to Eddie Boy's house.
Okay. You hear what?
What about that captain? Wasn't there like a captain we were gonna look at too?
You just know that there is a captain. No one's quite sure where his housing situation is, other than it's in the guards' quarters, which has about 2,000 people housed. So you'd have
Probably
to,
too late for the meeting.
Yeah, you might have to
Yeah.
investigate that. But you hear an incremental bell. You know it's about a quarter before 2 bells, the 2 big rings, and again you hear the siren in the background, almost signifying that there is a fire within the city. But
Is that just some guy in the street yelling like that?
yeah, it's just a guy, just one of them.
God.
It's a bard.
Yeah.
But you can potentially head over to the Chamberlain's quarters if you would so wish.
Yeah. Let's do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Dr. Disrespect. So, you again, if you haven't, heal yourselves. The potion did so for you. If you have expended spell slots, key slots, rage, whatever,
Ooh.
that comes back as well. This seemed to be a very special potion, but needless to say, you can head over there. So you can decide if you want to be stealthy, you want to kick in doors, whatever you want.
Start fires.
You can, whatever you want. There's already one fire in the city. What's another?
Maybe we should see if we can like eavesdrop a little bit before kind of going in.
Yeah, and
Guns a-blazing.
Okay. So
Yeah.
you guys
Okay.
going stealthy into it?
Yup.
Yeah. Andrew wants to try to look for, I guess, like side or back exit, like entrances to the house.
Okay. Well, why don't we have everyone roll stealth first?
Aw. Damn.
All right. Aurora, Aang,
Oh.
Endra, everyone is able to stealth. It's pitch black,
Okay.
so you guys almost flow into the tapestry. No one can quite see you. And as you move closer into the area that is the Chamberlain's quarters, you see what is very clearly a very large house. There's some lights that you can see. Looks like candles, perhaps some torches. But as you enter, you hear the second bell as you're kind of on the outskirts, hiding in the shadows, looking at the house. And from the door, you see quickly Ed running. Not waddling, running. He is sprinting directly towards the castle, and you notice that he doesn't even stop to close his own door. It's ajar. You can't really see his face again. It's very dark, but I mean, again, you just heard about a man who waddles and walks everywhere, doing a sprint out of that house.
We gotta
Did we catch him?
So we should get him, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we should get him.
Yeah.
All right, everybody, roll a dex save.
Is this a magical deck save?
No, just dex save. All right. So unfortunately, you all were a little shocked as he literally busted the door open and ran. He turned a corner, and as you tried to catch up to him to snatch him up, he was gone.
I sense magic.
There is no magic in the air. Just
Oh.
a very fast, fat man.
Okay.
Andra is shocked and disappointed in herself, but
You have to
she's
remember,
significant.
he runs most of this city. He knows all the nooks and crannies.
Like
Aang's
all
gonna
the
listen
tunnels.
very, very, very intently.
I'm gonna put my head on the ground to see if
Yeah,
I hear anybody scurrying under the city.
No, he literally just booked it and took some catty corners. So that
Yeah,
he
a
could follow
tunnel.
them. There's no
Okay.
tunnel for him.
All right, Andrew's gonna suggest that we go back to his house to investigate there, since there's no way we're gonna even if we catch up to him, he's like on his own turf now. He was on his own turf before, but like he's extra untouchable in
It's
there.
almost like some otherworldly force
Yeah.
is repelling his legs.
You enter the house.
Nice.
Can you all see?
Yes.
Yes.
What about you, Mr. Aang?
Yes.
Okay. So you see what you see.
All right, guys, just going to brief you one more time. We either be very careful or very not careful.
Burn this house down too.
I'm just saying it's an option.
Oh, ooh. Sorry, looks like
Oh.
someone else has been here already.
Andrew's gonna start moving.
Oh dear.
I don't know. Hmm.
As
Huh.
you turn the entryway, you see two
Oh
bodies
my
on
God.
the floor, blood just
Ed.
everywhere.
I'm going to... is there a blood trail going out the door?
Not going out the door, but it looks like there's one that's going up the stairs or coming down at one of the two.
Wait, this is the door he came out of, right?
He came out of the door to the left, right here.
That we...
These are the stairs
Alright.
that go up.
And there's no blood at the door?
No.
On the door? Okay.
So as you enter, the building is relatively dark. There's only really that fire in the corner illuminating everything. I made it bright so that you can just see. It smells of blood, copper. You can just, it is in the air. You see these two bodies on the ground, some of these other blood spatters across the way, and you notice within each of the bodies there is a dagger stabbed into them, and on it is a green stone in the pommel, and it's emblazoned with the royal seal.
Okay.
Hmm.
Andrew was about to suggest that maybe we should like GTFO in case Ed's about to bring some criminal investigators back here, but the green pommel dagger seems like pretty incriminating of someone not us.
But a little too incriminating to where maybe someone was trying to frame the royal party.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
That's a rookie mistake.
Andrew's
But there's no blood on the way out, so old Ed is fine.
Unless he brought a new pair of shoes.
Yeah. Okay. Andrew's gonna suggest that maybe all but one or two of us, one or two of the sneakiest of us, leave so that they can't be incriminated, and then the two sneakier might be able to just like avoid detection if like the guard comes back. Yeah, I'm like concerned about the extent of Captain Jerome's ability to protect us.
Yeah, I can go outside because me as a horse, I would just get all up in this blood. So
Hey,
I can just.
I'll go with Andra too. Not Andra, sorry. I'll go with Aurora too. I mean, you two seem a little more sneakier than me.
Chrono brings forth, the Duchess asked us to find proof.
Yeah.
We need to find something here. The seals aren't enough.
I feel like 4 bodies in his home is...
We don't know. Are these his guards? Are these people he killed?
If anything, it's a criminal offense.
If Ed's the one behind all of this, then that's to be concerned. We need to find proof for the Duchess.
Yeah. Okay. Andrew's gonna suggest that either her, Chrono, go upstairs, and the other one investigate downstairs. We gotta make it quick because there's no way that Ed just like ran away and isn't coming back here with anyone.
Yeah. Okay, I'll investigate the kitchen, I guess.
Yeah,
Not a
I'll
lot of
go with Aurora. I don't
Either-
think the kitchen is the incriminating evidence place.
Either
No
Ed,
blood though. Okay, we'll
one
go
of
down.
two things happened. Ed did this and is about to come back here and try to twist it his way immediately, or he narrowly evaded whoever is responsible for this.
Yeah.
Good deduction.
Okay.
These doors.
These are
Are they-
doors right here and right here. Above and below.
I'm gonna.
Okay. Well,
Let's-
we'll investigate downstairs, and Endra and Chrono, if you want to investigate upstairs.
Okay, so before we jump into the upstairs part, do you guys want to open these doors?
Yeah.
Both, one, top, bottom.
Well, we'll go one at a
Both?
time. Or both. We'll split up.
Yeah, we got time. Or we don't have time.
We don't
Okay.
have time.
As you open the bottom door, you see
No.
3 more bodies. Again, each with a dagger in it with the royal emblem. This looks like it may have been sort of a mess hall and a study kind of mixed in together, but it seems like there was probably maybe the mess quarters for the guards, perhaps.
I don't think just Ed could have done this.
Well, there's no blood on him either, so it definitely wasn't him.
Are you opening those doors up there, Hank?
Yeah, I'm just kind of yelling back to her, like.
Okay.
I got cobwebs.
Yeah, it's a storage room. You see some little bits of armor, some boxes that look like maybe they hold arrows, some daggers. Just
what's this?
What's what?
This.
That would be the backing of the fireplace.
I'm gonna investigate that real quick to see if anything looks out of place.
Looks like stone.
Okay, never mind.
This
Go
just
into
looks
that
like it
other
was a
room.
storage area, and that looks like it was sleeping quarters.
There's nothing here. I'm going back to Aurora.
Okay. So,
Yeah, I might need help investigating this room.
All right.
Anyways,
Roll
I'll
your
probably just
investigation
investigate
and tell
everything.
me what you're doing.
I'm gonna investigate, I guess, these tables to look at the scrap paper on them, see if there's any clues of identification.
Okay.
Incriminating information. Yeah.
I'm gonna tell Aurora there's nothing in those rooms. It's a bedroom and a closet.
Okay.
I'm gonna peruse the bodies. Not gonna touch them. I'm gonna just look very carefully.
Okay.
Maybe reach in their pockets. Be very careful not to get any blood on me though.
All right. So as Aurora is about to pick up a piece of paper, suddenly, as you touch the body, this floats in,
No.
and this floats in.
Aw, I want to see it.
You two roll initiative, and also Endra roll initiative.
What?
Yep.
I got the heebie-jeebies because these look like ghosts.
Ghost.
So even though Endra can't see, this is what said things look like.
Ew! It's ugly.
It is quite ugly. All right, so
Throw
our
Vaseline
initiative
at it.
rolls are as stands. We got Aang.
Oh, wait, roll
with
an
16.
investigation. Okay, hold on.
Yeah, re-roll yours.
Oh,
And
no.
you're with 22.
Okay, 18 was my first one.
Okay, Aurora with 18, Aang with 16, and Chrono with 8. Okay. So, with that, let me roll for these guys real quick.
Ugh.
What are they? They get a +1 on that? Nope. So, ooh. Oh, that's the wrong dice, that's why. Okay. So there you go.
Oh.
And with that, let me roll this one. Okay. With that, Endra, you don't know what's going on down there at all, but it's your turn. So.
Okay, Endra's going to proceed with exactly what she would have been doing anyway, which is, I'm really confused as to where these doors are. Is this a door? Is this a door? Click.
Door here, and door here.
I couldn't see any of that.
Okay. Door here, door
Okay.
here, and door here.
So the orange ones.
Yes.
Okay. Endra's going to suggest that she go down to the far door, and Chrono started this door, and then we meet in the middle one.
Okay. So you go down to the bottom door.
Yeah.
And you open it.
First, I check for traps and such.
There's no traps.
But yeah. Okay. I enter.
And you see what you see.
Okay. What kind of weapons are these? They look pretty snazzy.
It looks like it's some chain mail, some plate mail, maybe some scale mail. You got a few axes, some swords, some bows, Looks like a few staffs here and there, a few cudgels.
How about down here? What are these weird things?
Again, some swords, some kind of club-looking items, and that type of thing. It looks pretty good. Like you can kind of tell that there's been some activity put into that.
Okay, anything special?
No, it looks like very standard weaponry.
Okay, Endra dips. She's headed to the middle room.
Okay, as Chrono enters his, he just yells, "Oh, why is that not working?" I'm just gonna move you up here real quick. There you go, boom.
Oh God.
He yells, "I got a body in here," and and he announces, "And a torture device."
Oh. Endra goes there instead of to the middle room.
Okay. So I'll give you one other action in that room before we go back downstairs for a moment.
Endra is wants to approach the body to examine it and see if it also has the royal steel dagger.
It sure does.
Of course it does. Okay, that's it.
Okay. With that, Aurora, it is your turn.
Okay. I am going to move
Okay.
to hold on.
Hold it.
Okay, move to this location, and then I'm gonna use Thunder Wave, which has a 15-foot radius, so it should be able to hit both of those ghosty things.
Mm-hmm. Go for it.
Level 2.
Alright, as that kind of, is there a
It's not a very
DC
good
for
spell.
that?
15.
Constitution, yes, 15. We're only 7 damage. That's not a good spell.
It seems completely ineffective.
Okay.
It just kind of whips at him and the wisp come right back.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yep.
That's it. That's my turn.
Okay. Aang.
I'm gonna yell, "Don't touch the bodies!" really loud.
Okay, I'm gonna
Roll-
kind of.
roll perception, Endra.
It's a small house, right? It's a small, quiet house that just heard a thunderclap.
Very large house.
I didn't get in the blood, right? I'm kind of like just the square outside of it.
Yeah,
I think I'm
you're
good. Okay. Whew.
Don't worry.
Close one.
Andrew, you're able to hear Aang. It just sounds like bodies. That's all you hear.
Okay.
What else are you doing, Aang?
Did she hear a thunderclap though?
No, not
Thunderwave?
particularly.
Okay.
Really?
I mean, it's just a
So-
little lightning, like. Meow.
I think it's super loud.
Thunderwave. Let me see the description. I feel like if
Like,
she heard
super
Aang,
loud.
if she heard Aang yell at me across the room from like upstairs,
Aang's
but not
loud.
like a thunderclap. A wave of thunderous force sweeps out of you. Oh, wait, emits a thunderous boom audible out to 300 feet.
Andrew hears it in that case.
Okay.
Okay. Endra's concerned.
Um,
Aang, it's still.
I'm gonna try to talk to the ghost, like, "Spirit, who killed you?"
It just stares
Your
at you.
brothers.
Well, I guess it's gonna be me then. I'm gonna attack it.
Okay.
With a nunchuck.
It hits.
Aha. Jesus.
As your first swipe comes down, you notice that it almost slows into the specter, and its head goes up. It looks like it almost wanted to scream, but no noise comes out. It seems pained.
Also, I was gonna move. Attack it. Sorry for free to move. You know what? I'm gonna rage
Okay.
because nothing beats ghosts like a getting angry at them. And that's my turn.
Isn't getting angry at ghosts what makes them more powerful?
Ah, that's what they want you to think.
All right, and then let's see. Okay, and then it is Chrono's turn. So, having heard that thunderclap, Chrono decides he's gonna head back downstairs. So, 10, 20, 30. He's dashing. As he comes back down, 40, 50, 60. He yells, "Ghost!"
Can you hear that?
Yeah.
Okay.
And yeah, so he sees a ghost, and he tries to fling 2 of his psychic blades at it, because who wouldn't try to attack a ghost? I mean, it's a ghost. So he'll try his first one, then he'll try his second one. The first and second hits, doing a total of 12 damage. The ghost looks a little pissy. That's his turn, and now we're on to our ghosty friends. So this one is gonna move towards Aurora. That was really squeaky. Thought it was a ghost.
Like the signature horror squeak.
Alright, that's my door.
Yeah, so let's see.
I was getting a friend.
Yay.
Cat.
Been crying outside the door for a long time.
Okay,
I'd like to-
so- Go ahead.
Oh, just as like the ghost came towards Aurora, I'd like to think that she's just like completely disgusted by it and is trying to like swat it away. She doesn't like ghosts.
And as you swat at it,
Uh-huh.
you feel some of your energy just kind of leave you.
Ooh, I don't like that.
So let me do my roll to see if that actually happens. What's your armor class?
20.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm a war horse.
Do a con save for me.
Okay.
Alright, evidently your energy does not leave you. You feel a cold wisp as it touches, but nothing else seems to happen. Again, there's nothing that you can really tell. It's a ghost. It doesn't have a whole lot of facial expression. And the other one turns to Aang and seemingly does the same thing, attempts to reach out to him. And that definitely is going to hit. So Aang, roll a con save for me. Alright, so you're just going to take normal damage in that case. You take 12 damage and you feel your energy sort of just leave you. Your hand turns a little black, discolored in a way.
Don't like that. Is this some sort of magical damage?
It would be a melee spell attack.
Okay.
And
But
with
not.
that, we go back up to Endra.
Okay. Okay. There were white dice on my screen, and they looked like evidence placards, and I was like, when did those get there?
Sorry, that was me.
Anyway. Okay, Endra's conflicted, but she hears the commotion downstairs, and she is going to dash and
What's your movement speed?
35.
Okay. So you are able to make it to here.
I'm zooming out. Oh my god, now I'm zooming back in.
I'm zooming out and then I'm back. And then I'm out and I'm back again.
Okay, Endra is also gonna shout, "Ghost!" Even though it's clear that she was the last person to realize that there were ghosts. And then, okay, so do I only have one silver dagger? Or do I have unlimited of those two?
You have quite a few silver daggers inside of that bag.
Okay, I use my 2-weapon fighting as a bonus action to send 2 silver daggers. towards the ghost.
Eat them on out. The first one hits.
Okay.
Christ almighty. Alright, 8 damage. The ghost gives a little shriek. First noise you've heard. Yeah, the first noise you've heard. So 8 damage to him.
Okay, Endra's gonna end her turn by, whoops, I have the wrong thing. Okay. Oh wait, no, I did my full movement speed, just kidding.
You sure did. Alright. Aurora. Back up top.
Yep, I'm gonna guiding bolt this ghost.
Okay.
In front of me. And there we go.
It hits, and it kind of just dissipates. You see kind of black smoke as the bolt essentially just evaporates the entirety of that ghost.
Nice. And now I'm gonna move out of the way. Just like here. Wait, he's done, right?
Yeah, he's dead.
Okay, cool.
You killed the already dead thing.
Yeah, I don't know what to make of this. That's my turn.
Okay. Aang, you're up.
He's gonna whack it with a nunchuck.
Roll to hit. It hits.
Oh, cool.
As you hit it, it looks, if you could tell what a ghost would look like, it seems to have less vapid kind of smoke around it. It looks quite weakened.
I'm gonna burn a key point and take the dodge action.
Okay. As you do so, this specter hovers right in front of Chrono and reaches out to try and touch him. And I think that doesn't hit. Does not. Chrono's able to daftly dodge out of the way there, kind of being like, "You ain't gonna touch me, ghost." And the ghost again gives a weird shriek type of thing. And it's Chrono's turn, and he just lobs. Actually, he pulls out a rapier from his side, and just you hear something, Endra. You hear like him mutter some phrase, and you see the rapier just come completely alight, covered in flame. And
Sick.
he reaches out and stabs right through to the ghost. And he hits, and you just see the ghost essentially burn away into flames. Just not doing so hot there in that sense. So that ghost is gone.
He died.
He done dead.
Okay.
And with that, Aang, that ghost tries to reach out to you again since you're trying to beat him up with nunchucks. And with disadvantage, he certainly fails. He kind of blasts at you, and you sort of just like, nope.
Dodge.
Yep. And so as that happens, Endra, it is back to your turn.
Yeah.
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 Okay. Endra is going to use her full movement speed to parkour right over to here. And I guess she can't see anything, so she's gonna.
Can you not see anything through there?
I mean, she can see the hallway, but that's, she hasn't made it close enough to Aang and Aurora to. Okay, you know what? Fine. She's gonna dash and continue her.
Okay.
Her movement to right there. I guess I'd probably just be able to get into this room barely. Okay.
All right, you're in there. Aurora.
My turn.
You notice that your companion has come back from upstairs, and that there is only that single ghost that seems to really be trying to touch Aang quite a bit.
Yeah, Aang seems to be having trouble with this one. I'm gonna turn to Endra and ask, did y'all encounter any ghosts? I'm not sure if they just appeared in this room or. I heard y'all yell ghosts.
Just one. Chrono took it out.
Oh, okay.
I don't know where it came from.
Yeah, they suddenly appeared here when Aang touched one of the bodies. So
I mean,
Probably not touch the
I
bodies.
barely touched it.
yeah, but you touched it and then it appeared.
What's in your pockets?
Okay, I'm gonna guiding bolt this one next to Aang.
Okay. Roll to hit.
I'm gonna try to guiding bolt.
It
one next to
unfortunately misses. The ghost
Yeah.
body sort of just around it and then comes back into its corporeal form.
It's a slick one. Okay, that's my turn.
His name might have been Lester when he was a man. Aang, it's your turn.
I'm gonna hit him with a stick, but that stick has silver on it, so it's gonna hurt him.
Hit him with the silvered stick. It hits. As you cleave down with your nunchuck, the ghost just... its presence going completely away. Seemingly,
Yeah,
at
no
least the
good.
ghosts that are down here have been dealt with.
So don't touch the bodies, guys.
Well, you already touched the
Um,
bodies in this happened.
Yeah, but it might happen if we touch him again.
Yeah, let's just stop touching them.
Chrono comes in and he pulls a dagger out of the back.
What?
Nothing happens.
Or not.
I'm just gonna recommend that he put it back because we're trying to avoid incriminating ourselves.
I think
Yeah, you
this
just
would
got his
count as
fingerprints on
proof.
that.
We don't have fingerprinting. It's the Dark Ages.
Right, but I just feel like being caught with the dagger. Really, that's all our proof. Royal dagger in body.
Well, we need
That is-
another proof, but this
It was a
serves
little
as
too
one.
easy. Okay.
Now,
7 bodies isn't?
Aurora, you were right about to pick up something as Aang
I was.
touched a body. And
Yeah. I wanna...
what you picked up on the table was this, and everyone crowds around you to read it.
Another person. What?
So I'll give you all a second to read that.
Eleonora. What the fuck is that?
God, you guys have really bad memory.
Yeah, I don't remember
We
who
met
that is.
Eleonora?
As you read the name Eleonora, you all are shocked. For
That's
that is
the Duchess, right?
Duchess's name.
Okay.
You never said her
Who's
name.
the Duchess?
No, he did, but he only said it once.
The
Okay.
Duchess is the woman who sent you here.
Endra is so mad that, oh my god, why is everyone that Endra's even remotely into just shady as fuck? She's so furious.
Aurora just nods at you because she understands your frustration.
Oh,
So
this is Olivia, not Endra, having the realization that we actually already knew that the Duchess turned on the Duke and killed him from. Okay, never mind.
you might have
My bad.
known, yes.
Wait, did we?
Yeah, that's what happened. That was the explanation for the events that led up to our return to Sudnal adventure. And now we're in time warp Sudnal to understand why it's so important. There's nothing we could have done to prevent this, and it was the Duchess. And we definitely probably could have figured out from them. Well, we didn't know the Duchess's name. We could have figured out much sooner that the Duchess was E, if we'd maybe just like asked someone the Duchess's
Oh,
name.
she's not E.
What?
E is Ed.
Oh my god!
Really?
But Eleonora, as you can see, has some different plans.
Well, probably should leave, right?
You could. There was still a room upstairs that hadn't been explored as of yet. But you
I
don't
feel
have-
like this is probably adequate, right?
Endra doesn't want to leave it unchecked. She wants to go back upstairs and check out that middle room that she and Chrono didn't get to. Also, what's this tunnel back here?
Oh, there's nothing back
Yeah,
there.
that just
Oh,
leads to some other
and-
areas.
Lame hallway? Okay.
But if
Lame
you want,
hallway.
Aurora had only checked out the kind of tables here. If there's 2 desks that look like you have some kind of not sand castle, but kind of like sand battle mapping, if you've ever done that in the military, and another one that looks like another map of Sudnal.
Sure, I'll look at their plans.
All right, roll to investigate. and if anyone
Yeah.
wants to help him.
I'll
I'm gonna
investigate the
walk you
tables.
upstairs.
Okay. What about you, Aurora?
Did I? Oh, I thought I rolled. I'm gonna investigate the tables.
The tables that you already investigated? Or
Well, I
the
thought I
ones-
just investigated the
You-
one table.
I gave you them all.
Oh, okay. I'll just investigate what hasn't been investigated yet.
Okay.
What is it, like this cabinet thing?
Yeah, as you
Or something?
two kind of rummage around the cabinet, you find a few different pages with a lot of writing. It kind of looks like maybe a crazy person's text message. So this is the first one that you find, and just because the writing may be small, I don't understand how after all this time, this is what my life is. It's been 8 years now since the death of our king. 8 years of babysitting his child, the ungrateful little bastard. My husband is such a fool. He could have taken the throne. I could have been a queen. I should be a queen. But that idiotic man decided that he had to have a golden heart, had to be willing to do the right thing. How is holding the crown for that child prince the right thing? The right thing would be for me to be draped in finery and walk through the grand halls of the castle with our adoring people bowing before me. I am his wife. Shouldn't I be the one he is most concerned about pleasing? Shouldn't I be the one he strives to make happy? The one he should be doing the right thing for? I'll admit that when he first said that we would take the prince in as our own child and raise him, I thought it was a good idea. I've never been able to conceive my own child. I thought bringing him into our family would be wonderful, mutually beneficial for us all. How wrong I was. We've spent all these hard years trying to take care of this land, getting it to a decent state. And for what? Just to hand it over to a boy who will never truly appreciate all the hard work we have done to give him a great kingdom? Have we not been ruling these 8 years with the grace and perfection that is required of the crown? Why should we not take the crown now? The little bastard can have it after we are gone. And as you keep searching, you find another seemingly similar entry. Same handwriting. Finally, I've finally found the answer to all my suffering and woes. She has reached out to me in my dreams. She promises me all the power I need and want, more power than I can ever imagine. She promises to grant me all my wishes, my dreams, my hopes. All she asks of me is that I call her master. Her
Oh,
voice is like honey. My heart races with excitement. I can't believe that after all this time, I finally might be free. I will ascend above all those around me, and they will grovel in the dirt like the worms that they are. They will all finally see me for the goddess that I am. Master has shown me the way to dispose of my dear Indolf and the little bastard. I cannot wait to put her plans into motion. And in the last drawer, you find this entry, noting that these are all closer and closer into the date where you are. How is this even possible? I'm so infuriated. All these months of careful planning and it almost completely fell apart. An idiotic group of miscreants have somehow infiltrated that fool Lavallo's house. I told him to be more careful, and he swore that everything was taken care of. I should have
There's
known
no proof that we did that.
True. I should have known better. Well, you got to remember, the master said something when Aurora was holding William's heart, so the master knows. I should have known better than to trust such an uneducated swine with something this important. I have no idea what he left out for them to find, but they have deduced that there will be an attempt on Indolf's life. However, they don't seem to have any information that I have anything to do with it. Who would ever suspect one so sweet, innocent, and beautiful as me? Goodness, I couldn't even write that sentence without laughing. Everyone underestimates the power of women, especially beautiful ones. I just bat my eyes and simper, and they all run to do my bidding. Anyway, they think the culprit is Ed, as if the fool could pull something like this off, and I did nothing to direct their attention elsewhere. I sent them on a wild goose chase. It was so easy to get them to run off to my aid. The previously mentioned womanly wiles, I really should be more grateful to the gods that I was given the incredible beauty that I was. I'm sure my agents will have dispatched of them soon. However, I won't take any more risk, so to be safe, I have informed Lavallo that we are moving to the Enterprise tonight. Nothing can jeopardize the Master's coming. Tonight, I ascend to the true power that I deserve. You notice it is dated the 16th of dawn, today.
Oh, we gotta go back.
What?
Man, she
Okay.
was quick about those entries. Like,
Why are the entries
You
here
wrote that today.
and not like person? Where is she coming over to Ed's house to journal? Like,
yeah, also
did Ed
confused about that.
suspect her and was like stealing her journal entries, and maybe we were looking down upon Ed for no reason.
Maybe somebody was gathering information.
I just mean just the timing though. Like, that's
Who
a quick
knows?
entry.
Ed's a fast,
Like-
fat man. He runs quick.
It takes me like a while to write something. Okay, anyways. Do I see anything about their plans here?
Just what you found.
Okay.
So you
Bodies.
can explore the rest of the top. You can leave with the letters that you have and the dagger that Kronos grabbed. You can check out that middle room upstairs. You can head back to Castle Udek. It's up to you.
Andrew wants to like dash up there as quickly as possible to check out the upstairs room.
Are you-
Yeah.
Okay, are you going alone? Is everybody going?
I don't know. I think we gotta. I don't know. Search for like only 5 minutes and then head back to Castle
Okay.
Ublek.
Yeah, I'll give
Everyone's going
Give it a quick-
upstairs real quick.
Yeah.
it a quick once over.
Okay, 1 second. That's a little bit of a weird mechanic. Doop, doop. Okay, so this is the one door that has not been opened as of yet.
Okay,
Okay.
Ed approaches. She opens the door. She enters the room.
As
Oh my God.
you enter the room,
No!
you see this individual standing
Oh,
there
damn.
with 3 corpses about.
Oh, who the hell are you?
Who are you? You must be those fools. He immediately draws his savior and points it towards you.
Aw,
Roll initiative.
damn it.
I don't have time for more initiative. I
Can we
can't.
just
Yeah,
run
no.
away?
I'm gonna leave. Like, guy, there's 4 of us. Just, we don't have time for this. We're gonna go, okay?
Let's see.
I'll just disengage and run away.
Yeah.
You know what, Aurora? Why don't you just eat a bolt at him? Do a bolt real quick. Let's see if it happens.
Okay. Oh, sorry.
We'll see if we can have a William Part 2.
Okay, wait. I'm gonna use my lucky spell. We're just gonna go showstopper. 4th level.
Okay.
Wait, maybe.
Oh, don't waste the 4th level.
Oh, okay. 3rd level. I'm using my lucky thing, so I should be able to roll twice, I believe. Okay, anyways.
Fucking A.
Jesus.
Or not?
It
Wait, okay, just in
hits.
case it's a 20. Oh,
Yeah, that hit.
okay. Ooh, even better.
So, as that bolt comes flying out of nowhere, instantaneously his saber drops. He looks frightened. No one expects a giant fucking lightning bolt to come out and strike them. He immediately tries to dash past all of you and get out.
What?
But seriously, who are you?
Can we stop them?
Go for
I
it.
think we can definitely all stop him.
Oh, I'm gonna whip out the box. The magic box that we found.
Yes. I have 2 pairs of manacles. We get double manacle.
I'm gonna get a whip. Give
And-
I'll,
Hank
gra-
the
I'll,
Vaseline.
I'll grab him.
Give me
Okay.
a strength check.
Strength or athletics?
Just strength. You're gonna win, so. I rolled very low. Yeah. So you wrestle him to the ground. He seems very weak at this point after taking a lightning bolt to the chest. He's on the ground.
So,
Who are you?
who are you?
We double manacle.
All right, you manacle him. His feet are now manacled. His arms are now manacled, and
And then his
He's-
feet are tied to his hands.
Attach them together.
Hog tie him.
Dog pie.
he's refusing to speak. He's kind of just like, I will
We'll
leave
make
here.
him speak.
Let's just bring him with us. I mean, right?
Yeah.
You can-
All right. So I'm gonna Aurora. Can you ride on your
Ow.
back? I'll carry him then.
Alcohol's okay, but once you start putting bodies on
Okay.
my back, I don't know.
Yeah. Then it just puts you down with the common horses.
No-
I see
no
it.
one's
I get
gonna
it. I get it.
intimidate him
It's
or,
a disgrace.
Persuade him to talk. You guys
No,
just one-shotted him.
I got a plan. We're just gonna keep walking out, and like every 5 steps, I'm gonna ask, "Who are you?" And if he doesn't say anything, I'm gonna punch him in the face.
You punch him in the face. He's not talking.
Okay.
I mean,
Okay,
I
we're
have
on-
like I can listen to his thoughts. I guess maybe that one.
Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah. Um,
What's the DC?
that's a whisper. Let's see. I put it in the thing. I don't know if it's a DC. Oh, wisdom. Wait, Wiz 15. Is that the DC?
Entrance.
He does not succeed. You clearly hear his thoughts. I need
Ooh.
to get out of here. I need to leave. I must tell E that I wasn't able to dispatch them. I will serve the master faithfully, and I will be rewarded. I will get out of these class.
Oh, guys, he's definitely bad. He works for E and the master. Wait, he was gonna.
He
Go
looks
tell
E.
confused.
Oh, you're-
that
you're in
made
his
that
head?
statement.
Okay,
Oh,
sweet.
I am.
Oh, who are you?
Wait, ask him questions. Yeah.
And he's like, shit, I cannot let them know that I am actually the captain. Oh god, I must leave.
He's the captain.
Oh, cool.
So you can
Um,
tell that he's referring to himself as Captain Jeremiah.
Oh.
Oh, which men are your men?
He's not gonna tell us that.
Wait. Who's RS?
All you start hearing now, once he kind of has picked up on what's happening, is in his head. That's what
I-
he's thinking about.
I'm gonna ask Aurora. What's he thinking?
He's thinking,
Oh, I
he's
hit
on
him.
to me.
And that's you just continually hear that. It's almost like drumming in your head.
Can we tickle him?
Yeah, can we whack him a little bit?
Do whatever you want.
No more punching.
You want to punch him? You want to tickle him?
I mean, no one can like do
I want to hold a flame under his nostrils.
Ooh. Go for a fingernail.
Do whatever you want.
Andrew wants to hold a flame under his nostrils.
Okay, you hold the flame under his nostrils, and now it sounds like an anguish on his head.
Okay, I'm gonna tell him that if he talks, I'll take it away.
He's now yelling "ah," and that's also.
I'm gonna
all
take it
around
away
his
for
head.
like 1 second.
He's still yelling it.
I'm gonna put it back.
Yelling louder.
I'm gonna put it in his nose.
This is a tough one.
He faints.
You should probably
No.
heal him, Aurora.
Why?
He's not dead.
Well,
Bad guy.
He's just unconscious.
Yeah. He's...
Oh well.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna be able to.
Let's bring him with just in
Okay.
case. He's probably helpful.
Wait, what if we get him drunk? And then let's do his thoughts. So then
Okay, Andrew's gonna
that's
You
too
wanna-
much work.
bring him
You want to
back.
force feed him bourbon?
Yes.
And
I don't think we have that much time though.
she's
he's the
gonna
captain.
suggest that we bring him back to Jeremiah because it's pretty obvious that the Duchess is her plans are underway. I, Olivia, know that there is no stopping her, but Andrew still thinks that we're gonna be able to stop her.
All right.
Yeah.
great.
So I'll throw him. I'll throw him on my shoulder and we'll
Okay.
head out.
Yeah.
You head into
Okay.
the night,
Oh.
and as you continue on to the castle's area, seemingly it is very quiet in the streets. I guess that fire's been taken care of, and it seems like there's nothing really significant going on there at this point. But as you come into the castle's area, right in the front of the gate, you notice there are no guards there.
What?
The castle's door is completely barred.
Oh, it's that one note.
And what you see on the top with the guards is not what you saw earlier. They are wearing these red seals on their thing, not this green seal that you saw that you recognize as the royal seal. These are not
Cool.
the same folks.
How far back do we see them?
You see them as you're coming up to the gate, so you're about 40 feet out. They don't see
Why
you
is
yet.
Skinny
'cause
Bottom
it's-
here?
Why? Oh, don't mind him.
Oh, I'm gonna be like,
Skinny Bottom.
I'm like, oh shit, these aren't the
I'm so
guys.
excited. I miss him.
Wait, what time is it?
It's about 4 bells right now.
Oh, okay.
I'm like, guys, these aren't the guys.
All the meetings have ended.
But as again, you see there is all these guards. They do not look familiar. Different uniform. The gate is completely closed, and you can tell that they are all armed with crossbows that are loaded.
Oh,
and
my God.
there's a lot of
We
them.
should We should reconvene. Let's hide
Yeah,
out
I
there.
was not expecting this.
Yeah.
All right, let's just
We should run the opposite
Yeah,
direction.
let's
Where can we
scoot.
hide?
Let's scoot around this way.
So, if anything,
What?
do you all want to head to where you hid your bourbon and wine and other things?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So you head back over to the house that was across the way from the noble's house that you burnt down, and you notice that it's been completely extinguished. The entirety of the wooden portion of it is gone. It just burnt completely. Evidently, that bourbon burns real hot, and from it, you notice that some of the smoke is coming up through the ground basin. You can recognize that that's the area where the cellar is. But you see someone scurry out and run. Doesn't look familiar, just look like a small person who maybe was trying to steal something. Who knows? But what you notice, how many of you have night vision? Is it just you, Aang?
I do.
Roll perception real quick.
Ooh, buddy.
And we still have the captain with us?
Yeah, Aang's carrying him.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
You have the lovely man.
I thought I rolled it. I guess I didn't.
God, Aang. Oof. Aang sees like a hawk. And what he sees is a few cobblestones in this person's hands and dust coming from their body that looks very reticent of what you had seen below before you burned the house down.
Oh,
Open
I'm
up the
grabbing this
tunnel.
guy. I'm grabbing this guy.
Yeah, you
Hey,
got it. Go
hey.
for it.
Ender also
I am using all 40 feet of my walking speed.
So what you're gonna do is all three of you can roll athletics if you're gonna attempt to snatch him. We'll see how quick you were.
5. Let's go. Ooh.
Close,
Nimble.
but no cigar. Aurora
Really?
almost
She's a horse.
catches- Well, yeah,
22.
but again, you don't know what this person is and or who they are. They duck and you snatch almost their cloak off of them, and what you see as you pull it is the red tunic with the seal, the one that you had just seen at Castle Udek, as this person frantically runs and essentially jumps through a window in a house, and you just hear multiple crashes as this keeps going forward.
Can I run around the other side of the house?
Shit.
You're probably not going to be able to catch him.
But here's what I'd really like to know. When did they have time to get all this like custom monogramming done?
Yeah.
Like,
They've been planning it for a while.
And
I
with
guess
what
the
buttons
monogramming like,
did
were
they
pretty
use?
important
What's
to them.
With what buttons did they use to make this? Because they didn't have
Oh,
any.
there was no buttons.
Oh, they went buttonless. That's a bold choice.
They were using wooden dowels to kind of like strap into the little string. But again, what you
Okay.
noticed, Aang, was that he was carrying those same cobblestones that you saw, and he was covered in dust.
I think they reopened the tunnel.
Wait, so
I'm
I'm
we're
thinking
not,
we need to go back.
we're not
yeah.
going to catch him? Okay, we're not going to catch him.
Oh, I don't think. Wait.
Okay.
Wait. So he jumped into a house?
He literally jumped through
And
someone's
then-
window and then just kept on going through windows, and you could hear crashing as he was essentially trying to lose you.
Okay, the fire's completely extinguished.
You just kind of see like a weird building.
Okay.
It doesn't look like smoke. It looks like dust coming up from sort of that latched area that you know leads to the cellar.
Ender thinks we
could-
should go down there.
I could try to flood the place.
Well, let's look. Let's check it out
Oh,
first,
okay.
and then flood it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're all going down there?
Yeah, Ender wants to check it out, but I have to leave. I have to go to bed.
We're clicking off right on this one.
Great.
So you all head down, and the underground area where that room was seems completely unblemished by the fire. The tunnel, the door is wide open, and you notice that there is a horde of the cobblestone within the room now. And you can tell that someone has draped it. You can see trails of the dust kind of in the initial part. As you travel down the tunnel, there's no longer a ton of cobblestone there. Most of it's been removed or blasted out. And what you do notice is that on the ground are multitudes past that cobblestone, just tons of tracks of feet, different sizes, different imprints, and it widens out. It seems that this could have been a holding area of sorts. And you notice a ladder that goes directly up. Kind of hard for a horse to climb, but you can manage.
Maybe we decide next time about the ladder.
You can hear screaming and shouting from above. That's all.
We climb the ladder.
As you peek your heads out, you notice that you are within Castle Udek. Or at least what you think it would be. As you come in, I gotta transport you there.
Right.
Let's see. Y'all able to see that?
Yeah.
So as you come out of that tunnel and you come up, one, you notice that there is, I don't know what the fuck these things are. Don't mind those. I think Brandon put in some weird stuff at some point. But what you notice is that you have come out of a tunnel that looks to be in the jail area of the castle. Yeah, I don't know what those are. I'll figure that out later. As you all now know that Eleonora is the one who is at hand here and that Ed was trying to gather evidence potentially, you have the seal and you know what is now seen throughout the rest of this area in terms of a similar seal but within the red coverings, and you have your inclination of what's happened. So on the next adventure you'll be able to see what all you'll be doing. Now, for those who are joining us on YouTube, thank you for staying with us here for our good 3-hour and 10-minute or so session, and for Aang coming back in when he was able to. The team will enter into their next area of Castle Udek, figuring out what is it that Eleanor is doing and what is the Master's plan here. How can the team stop it? To our friendly, lovely people, the VA, Sirenscape, D&D Beyond, Roll20, thank you for all your materials, and as always, the views expressed here are those of the people who say them, not of the University of Washington or Student Veteran Life, especially the ones that have to do with utilizing whips and handcuffs. Thank you. Great adventuring. We'll catch you later.